Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the Saint. It is time for the Thursday Night Indie Spotlight. With me, as always, my co-host,
David Estacado, coming to you live here with my little homie Lorenzo the Llama.
dude, Lorenzo Lucha fucking Llama in the house. Oh my god, dude! I saw all the pictures. So great,
Bro,
man.
what a weekend. What a long weekend, bro.
Oh
Uh
yes, yes,
it
painfully long.
was great, but it was great. It was awesome. Full
Yes,
weekend of wrestling. Not only what we were going on, there was so much other wrestling going on during this weekend. It seems like every weekend you have like 5 shows going on at one time over the
it's
weekend.
crazy, man. It's crazy. So we had your show that you
Mm-hmm.
were at, the
Mm-hmm.
UPW. We had the show I was at, the David Cody Memorial. There was also uh there's a weekly show that runs here. There was the Crockett Cup was this weekend. The
Mm-hmm.
NWA did that up there in North Carolina as well. Uh like it just kept coming.
It kept coming. There was like another show I was supposed to be
Oh,
at. I couldn't make it. There was a Strong Style Pro at Rustamania at like a car show.
right.
And then you mentioned the Crockett Cup, and then Foothills Alliance had a show. Shout
APW
out to,
Chester ran.
and yeah, it was just back to back to back with nonstop wrestling.
Yeah, because
So
you remember that dickhead Chris Vallo was on here, and he said, they were having a chairs match or some mess.
mhm.
But at any rate, man. So, um, we've got it laid out for the night. We're going to open up with you talking about the UPW show that you were at, and you're going to give us a nice recap on that, and then we're going to hook up with our buddy Dalton from the Swanton Pod. He's going to be joining us in the studio, and we're going to go over the David Cody Memorial, and then shortly after that, we'll be talking to Commissioner Quest from XWW.
Fantastic. That's awesome, man. All right, well, let's get into it, man. This is for a first show. UPW was awesome. Let me tell you. I had to pull double duty, doing commentary and announcing. It was a little rough around the edges, but I think I got a rhythm going. If I have to do it next time, I think I'm going to do it in the ring, then run back to commentary AJ Joey Styles, like uh, like that. So yeah, it was good times, man. The matches were hot, the crowd was hot, the promoter was amazing. Really, you could tell like he really cared about the talent, cared about the fans having fun. And it was at the Boys and Girls Club, and the director was there. Mr. Kevin, shout out to him, allowing us to do the show there, and he was part of the show. Overall, it was a great night. If you weren't there, you missed out on a hell of an inaugural show, for a new promotion in the area, and he's already in talks for the next couple shows, and he's excited for those. But let's get into their first show. So starting off everything out for the night was Jamal versus Maurice Moss. These guys have been going at it for a while since Firestar. Maurice has been kind of an annoyance to Jamal the Titan. I've been in the ring against Jamal the Titan. He is no easy guy to put down. Let me tell you, he beat the brakes off of Maurice. Um, but Maurice managed to come away here alive and at the end of it, and at the ire of Jamal. So it was a great matchup. Great way to start the match, the night. It went back and forth, back and forth. Then it went into the next matchup, which was originally Sean Cruz versus Lodi, but it actually went to between Sean Cruz and Malachi. And let me tell you, these guys put it to the limit, bro. They were
Really?
all over the place. They were uh, in the ring, out the ring. There's clips on it. You can go see it on the UPW page, where Malachi jumps off the bleachers where the fans are and just nails Sean Cruz. It was fantastic. Uh, and it just went back and forth. And the win there was Malachi. Surprisingly enough, it was fantastic, dude. It was a great matchup, back and forth. These two just went at it, and they put on a hell of a spectacle. And then next matchup, it was the women's title on the line. They were gonna see who's gonna be the first UPW women's champion, and it was Miss Jada versus Amira. And this is a new Amira, bro. Let me tell you, this is not the happy-go-lucky. No, this was a brutal, vicious matchup between these two, dude. They freaking went ham on each other. And the crowd was just into it, a little too into it at one point. uh, Jada walks away with the win on that one, and I guess a fan thought she could take the title at the last. It was like, nah, it was not happening. Jada would put up a hell of a fight. Amira put up a hell of a fight for this championship, but Jada walks away women's UPW
Well,
champion.
so, but Amira Rose has been on a tear recently as of late. You know, she was already kind of finding that next level of intensity and finding that next level gear
Mhm.
across the last, I want to say the last 4 months. I
Oh
could be
yeah,
wrong in
I,
saying, it could be 6 months. It could have been late last year where we started seeing
uh,
Amira turn it up.
yeah. Well, both of these competitors have been turning it up, bro. Like I've been
Well,
watching these guys
yeah,
since they started out, and then having them see them elevate. Seems like every matchup they're taking a little bit of something from that match, learning and then using it and pushing it in the next matchup. And then these girls are going and just straight to the moon, bro. Like
right. Well,
it was.
Jada, I've met a couple of times. I think I've seen her in action a couple of times as well. Fantastic young competitor. There's no doubt about it. I I was surprised to hear that those two were going to be going at it in this instance, because I know that I this is not the first time they've crossed paths.
No, no,
So somebody had their thinking caps on when they when they built this one, um, because this seemed like it was destined to happen again, and in this case, it was for a strap. So I mean, it made it all the more viable. And both of them, you said they tore the hell out of each other. So that's
dude, it was brutal. Like wow. Um, some into the crowd interaction, outside interaction. It was nuts, and it was a hell of a match, and it was worthy of a main event. I think I could say about most of these matches were main event quality matches. And it just kept elevating as the night went on. And as for a title match, that was a hell of a title match.
gotcha.
Then you have Mark James and Mr. Alex Evans versus Meeks and Watts. Uh, yeah, there's a reason why they call those guys. They call themselves Brutality Inc. That match was brutal. There was a huge difference, and there was the more well-oiled machine that is Brutal Inc. and this semi cohesive unit. I gotta admit, Meeks and Watts actually make a decent tag team when things were flowing in their favor. After that, things didn't work so well, and at the end, Watts was rightfully upset about how things ended with that matchup. But yo, Mark and Evans showing that you can see under that Evans being under the tutelage of Mark, he's showing that aggressiveness, he's showing that more uh veteran mindset. They were splitting the ring in half, they were flowing with these brutal tag team moves. It was innovative and I liked it. And I gotta give it to them. I kind of enjoyed the brutality because the fans were into it. They were literally asking for more at the end of it. But that was, you can see that those guys working together. Mark is pushing Alex, and they're going to be a tag team to be reckoned with. To the point that Alex got in my face afterwards and corrected me. After September 9th, they're going to be the future tag champions. They're already calling it right now that the gold is already in their hands. I guess manifesting it at this point early on that they're
Hey,
going to walk away with the gold in the next couple months.
well, I mean, there's a lot on the line coming up for September 9th. So I've been following along. I've been watching. So that's exciting stuff.
Exciting. And I would like to see Meeks and Walks work again. I think they need to work out some kinks because there's some magic there. There's some magic there.
You know, there is that odd couple pairing does have
Yeah.
its fun spot. Don't get me wrong, but in my experience, and notice I said my experience, which is quite limited. Um, I I'm one of those guys who's like, man, I prefer a tag team that's been doing it for a bit, and you really get to see that chemistry and that cohesion working together.
Right
Uh,
now, these guys are in their first season of Perfect Strangers. You know what I mean?
right.
Like it's they're working the kinks out, whatever. It Once they get that mojo going, I think they're gonna do fine. I think they're going to do fine. I like to continue seeing them tag. Watts didn't walk away happy with it. I don't blame him, but let him blow off some steam. Let him give a hug to Meeks, hug it out. They'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. Then the next matchup was nuts, bro. The fans were calling for it. This was a bloodthirsty set of fans, dude. The next matchup was the hardcore match, and our buddy Will Bannon clearly must have gone to Home Depot and then freaking went by Safeway and stole a cart because he brought a shopping cart. He bought crutches. He brought a table. The fans called for the table early. It was brutal. They went all around the ring. There was kendo shots. It was entertaining. I liked it.
Well,
It was
Will
brutal.
Bannon's off his fucking rocker anyway. That guy's clinically insane.
Hey, Lord Adrian brought it. Let me tell you.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He brought it. He brought it to Will. Trust me, I damn near almost lost my voice by the end of the night. They really had the crowd going. They had me going. I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be Lord Adrian's turn, but Will Bannon has been showing time and time again that he is the reigning North Carolina king. Well, let me go not too far because there's some hardcore guys out there, but he's trying to show that he's going to be the next hardcore king in the Carolinas, and I think he's trying to make a statement with that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But right now, he is the current UPW hardcore champion, and I have a list of people that I want that guy to go against, and you know that I'm going to be talking to Jay about that.
Dude, look, there's a ton of people out there that love that hardcore style. Will Bannon is known for deathmatch. I don't know if that's a realm that Jay really wants to step into or not, especially doing this thing at a Boys and Girls Club, or where he's talking about doing this thing with the radio station and shit. Hardcore is hardcore. That's fine. North Carolina is the land of extreme. Look at the Hardy Boys. That's where they came from, right?
Yep.
But that deathmatch shit, right? We ain't in Georgia, babe. This ain't Georgia.
No, it was like
you know what I'm saying?
Death match, but it was fun to see.
PG death match.
Like ECW, like
so it's like a rated R Disney movie. What the fuck are you talking about? What the hell's a PG death match?
There wasn't any blood, so surprisingly, there was no blood.
Will Bannon was in a match and didn't bleed. Somebody called John Moxley. Is he alive? Like, what is that? You're kidding me. It's insane.
But no, those boys really put on a hell of a match. And that was hella fun to watch. And the crowd, man, like I said, they were bloodthirsty. We want more. We want more. The chants were going on. Like I said, these matches just kept elevating. I think that's what I really like about this card. And what I like about Jay putting this card together was he was putting a little bit of flavors of everything, dude. And I liked it. I think he set it up perfectly. So like it just went bigger and bigger and bigger until we got to the rest of the matches for the evening.
Gotcha.
Which leads me, see what I did there? Segues, bigger and bigger. We got to the two big men going at it, Kai versus Bojack. Bro, let me tell you, this was a match. Kai, I don't know what happened, but he gave no fucks. Came out, did not care what the fans thought, didn't care that they were booing or cheering. He came in to make a statement, and a statement did he make against Bojack. These guys clashed. They clashed. And holy crap, it was destruction. The ring bounced. The ring shifted 2 feet that way. Yeah, the ring did move. It shifted and everything. Let's go to the comments real quick because Miss Kate's in the comments. She was there watching with us. Let's see. That ring did move. It jumped and shifted. Correct. I was repeating what you were saying, but it did. It was nuts. And I think by the end, he earned, but not only did Kai, in a way, earned the fans' respect, he earned Bojack's respect. Because what I like we to say in the fighting game community, it's run that back. we got to run that back. They have to run that back because it's not over between those two. Kai is coming in with an aggression I haven't seen in a long time, dude. He really meant what he said on that podcast the week prior, bro, where he had all this pent up aggression, this pent up frustration, and he let it out on Bojack. He let it all on the line, and he put Bojack to the limit. I think if we could refine some things, he could have walked away with the W on that one. He really pushed Bojack to his limit, dude.
Dude, I mean, I knew that he was going to go in there with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder because he's been out and he had something to prove. He said that. So him going up against Bojack, and I've been around Bojack for a little over a year at this point. I've seen him, Palmetto. I've seen him in North Carolina at High Velocity. I've seen him around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know the dude's traveled, and I know the dude's been working. Two big men, both got points to prove. Shit, let's go. It's going to be something.
Beautiful. Let me tell you. Oh, he is. It's true. And Bojack even got on the mic. Yep, he said he wants a rematch to prove himself again. Yes. Jay, run that shit back. Usually those go best 2 out of 3. I think it could go a couple times.
So who ended up walking away with the win on this one?
Bojack.
Did he? Wow.
Bojack. But it was close, dude. Let me tell you. Kai, I think he needs. During that match, I could tell Kai was a little trash talky. He let the fans get to him. I think that's where he kind of dropped the ball on that one. And then you know what happens? You let people recover, they're gonna get a chance.
I have an idea. I have an idea for something I don't believe we've seen on the Indies. Are you ready to be fucking frightened? Or maybe erect? Maybe aroused, possibly.
Scaroused? I like being scaroused. Go ahead.
How about a best of 7 series in the Indies? I don't think I've heard of that one happening. Not in the Indies. You see that shit on TV, right? You see it on TV. Well, if they do it on fucking Monday, guaranteed somebody's going to do it on Friday at the Indies. Or if they do it on Friday night, they're going to do it on Saturday at the Indies. Or if they do it on Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Every night of the week where they see something on TV, they're going to try it at the Indies. So why not try this? Try a best of 7 series. Bojack and Kai.
I mean, or best 3 out of 5. But best of 7's good too.
Best of 7. Why not? Why not? Why not go that far? If you're going to go far, go that far too.
You pushing it. All right, I get it. I get you.
You see what I mean? That's what I mean. Got a couple of comments. Casey Leanne said Michael King is in the house. Yes, he is, because Michael King said Bojack is the real deal. Yes, he is. We've seen that. I know you got one more match to cover.
2, technically.
Two more.
Technically
okay,
2. But
2?
yeah, you
okay.
Yeah, it was an 8 match. It was
you
know what? It was a decent 8 match. Not too long, not too short. There was two intermissions in between. One because they had to clean up the ring after that hardcore match. You want to make sure everything was fine and dandy. A brief one after the Bojack and Kai match just to make sure the ring was all right. So yeah, it was technically 2.5 intermissions, but holy crap, it was a good.
They
2 hours almost.
Inspect the ring after that.
Oh nice. Yeah, dude, it shifted and bounced. It's been a while since I've been seeing 2 huge guys go in a ring and see a ring bounce like that. Not since well shit, I can name a couple of it. TDT versus Mr. Biggs was a good one. Let's see.
Like I said, Bojack and TJ Boss broke a freaking ring up
that
in
too.
North Carolina.
Them too.
Right. Them 2 broke a ring up in North Carolina. Oh, Jimmy Ward found his table, everybody. He found the table. Why didn't that come across in the text chat? Why am I learning about that here on my show?
Well,
why didn't that come across? Why didn't that come across my?
He has to let the fans know that the table
thank
was
you.
found.
The table has been found. Joseph, all of you who got to go to David Cody's memorial show, everyone deserves a big thank you for such a great show. Scott, I can't wait for you to see the show. You will have to wait until I give the footage to Jimmy.
Yeah, because I hear the show is great, man. And I took some of it, but the best I could so you could see some of the stuff. But Man, it was great. I found the tape. Cole, of course, Cole Maccabee had it.
Yeah, Cole had the table. It's okay. But anyway, um, so what do you got left for that one?
Uh, then it was the 10-man battle royal. Stand couple of standouts there. Bojack going in literally number one. Uh, and after that gauntlet of a match against Kai, is pretty much fighting the entire rest of the battle royal.
Oh my god.
So he had that, and right after that had the freaking rumble. So MVP of the matchup, and then you had poor Mr. Shore. Johnny Shore was just passed around and just chopped to death. The kid, look, I got to admit, the kid has some balls as a manager to have the balls, the chutzpahs, the cojones to walk in a ring like that, to try to make a name for yourself, and then get hurt, just chopped. Props to the kid. Props. I have to give him his props for that. Let's see, and what else? Yeah, Cruz's match was great.
All you got left is the
Yeah.
the main
Oh well,
event.
yeah. Well, spoiler alert: if you haven't seen the show, Bojack walks away with the title.
Bojack is the
Bojack's the
heavyweight.
heavyweight title.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Nick's my idea about the best of 7 series because that makes no sense now. Thanks for fucking making me look like an idiot.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to, just give you the. I had to, reel it in a little bit,
Just take the wind out of my sails, there, guy. Take the wind out of my sails.
You gotta let it simmer. Gotta let it simmer. So you gotta let it simmer, baby. No, it was a fun match.
Yeah,
it was great. That was kind of one of the highlights. And then it all went to shit when Noel came in. I mean, I thought that was a classic moment right there. That's probably going to be in the classic moments for UPW for highlights for the rest of UPW history, is watching Noel come in and the talent spread as Bojack and Noel went face to face. I'm like, now that's a match. And they freaking went at it. And then, as you know, Rumbles usually do, there were some uneasy alliances briefly, and Noel was eliminated, surprisingly. I thought Noel was going to take it. He was my pick. I was wrong. Because statistically and tactically speaking, Bojack having that match prior and then going through the gauntlet of the entire Rumble, and Noel would have come in fresh, Noel should have won that. But shit happens. But I think that's a follow-up match I want to see next. It will be Noel and Bojack for that title.
Yeah, let's go. I'm down with that one.
Just for my predictions, Jay, if you're watching, take notes.
Oh, dude, I don't think he needs to take notes. I
I think he booked it pretty well, man. He booked a really great card.
I'm gonna go with that.
And just a little highlight. We know a little bit of the next shows coming up. You can see on the poster. But I can't do that because I'm going to leave that up to him because he's the El Jefe. So I'll let him drop those bombs.
Well, we got the poster already.
Yeah, but we don't have the card yet. Completely.
Oh, we don't have the card. We have the poster. Yes, you're right.
You get the appetizers with the poster.
Yes.
And
we'll let people salivate when they see that.
So then came the Lucha Party match of the night. Cinta de Oro, formerly known as Sin Cara, versus El Juicy One, Juventud Guerrera, and they put on lucha match. It was high speed, hitting the ropes, counter after counter, hold after hold, back and forth. But Mr. Cinta de Oro retains his championship, and it was just all sportsmanship and showmanship. It was beautiful, and it was so cool to see. Because I announced him in English and in Spanish a little bit just to kind of, pay him the homage and stuff. But to see the crowd, you had your Spanish fans as VIP, you had your other fans on the other side. It was just seeing everybody just smile and in the moment, bro. Fantastic. The lucha chants were all over. It was great. That was a great main event. an awesome way to end everything. Everything just elevated. Every match just kind of went into the next match. No, nothing was out of order. Jay, you did a perfect job putting this together. It was a little bit of everything. That was your lucha flippy stuff that people like hate, but I loved it. It was fantastic and a great way to end everything. Even at the end of the night, the radio station guys actually were on our podcast, actually watching. They were watching, actually shared our podcast. They were there. So we may want to have them on, apparently. They were there, and both of the hosts from the radio station took chops from both Juvi and Cinta de Oro.
Oh, no.
Bro, those
Dude,
poor
this
guys
is awesome.
did not know what the
Dude, no. Mommy, no.
I still laugh about it now because poor dude, he kept flinching. He kept flinching.
He kept going like this?
No, he was going. It was better. He was like,
Man,
Literally had him hold poor kid's arm. He was like, like before he can get hit. It was great. It was great. I'm like, come on, man, don't flinch.
That's why people need to do it with the ring ropes. Wrap your arms around the ropes. That way you can't flinch. You can tense up, but you can't flinch if you do that.
Oh man, it was great. It was great to see. It was great to see, and then just the whole locker room was great, bro. Shout out to Good Guys Bad Pants podcast. They were there, just kind of filming some content. Great set of guys. They had a blast. Lorenzo took pictures. Got to see our boy Cliff Stanley, the ref, there. Yep, so he did a great job. Yep. Shout out to him. Shout out to James Hunter, the Hunter Taker, who kind of was, due to the chaos, was kind of like a locker room leader, taking care of things as he was reffing and making sure everything ran smoothly. Jay, fantastic job. Overall, fantastic job to everybody. Everybody did a great job. And I had fun. Lorenzo had fun. Miss Kate had fun. Miss Kate actually had to, as usual, ended up becoming the runner. And she did a fantastic job, did a great job. But yeah, overall, 10 out of 10. Or I'll give it, let's see.
Don't do star ratings. Don't do star ratings.
Don't do star ratings. I wasn't do star ratings. I would do 5 shots of Coquito because it was a great show.
Okay, all right. If you're gonna do shots of liquor or something, that's fine. But
yeah, 5 shots of Coquito. Well done.
But we don't do star ratings here. My name's not douchebag Dave Meltzer. Sorry. Fuck that guy and his star ratings. So we're gonna catch up on comments, and then we're gonna go into this David Cody Memorial Card recap.
Yeah, man.
That is great.
Dude,
that is great. That is great. You guys had a great show.
After speaking with Jay afterwards, dude's good in my book. He's a great promoter, great booker, and hearing his plans for the next upcoming shows, I'm excited. If this is his first show and it went this well, I can only imagine what the next shows he has planned coming up his sleeve.
Hell yeah. So Elliot Popston from the Lowdown Popcast chimed in. He said, "Hey, gents, what's up, Elliot?"
Yo, Elliot. You're not in the morning, but you're here in the evening.
Cliff said, "What's up? What's up?" And Cliff Stanley. Congrats
on Clifford. He needs a shirt. He needs a shirt that's Clifford the Red Dog in a ref shirt.
Or he needs a red and white striped shirt. Clifford the Big Red Ref. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah. Yes, we know who you are. It's your ref for XWW and UPW. Yeah. Blame it on Mr. Wrestling Jr. Nobody knows who that is, so we can't blame anything on him. Bojack is over. Dude, Bojack is huge over.
I want to do commentary with the man. Let me tell you, that man does great commentary. He's one of the very few people that actually thinks in the psychological side of the commentary, what's happening in the ring, explaining to the fans what's going on. Does a great job.
Yep. Brino Royce chimed in. He said, "Familia, what's up, my brother? How are you doing, man?"
Hermano, ¿qué onda?
The AWL champ is in the house. Yes, he is. Every match was amazing. It was awesome to meet David and the UPW roster.
Stop it.
Michael King said one half of the Summit Fight Club is in the house. Let's see here. Jay and the UPW staff was great. And then, Casey Leanne asked Michael King, "What are your plans for this Fight Club?" So that let me get through this, and at the end of it, we'll talk about the Fight Club. Okay. So First off, this building was clean as a whistle, very well lit, not a bad acoustic, vibe in it. The locker room's a little small. There's no air conditioning in the locker room, so it gets a little hot in this hole. But the building literally did not have the power capabilities to withstand the show. They kept tripping breakers. That's the only unfortunate thing that happened. So you got to figure, live band, we couldn't hook up half of the shit that Jimmy hooks up when we do at the Wilford Pavilion. Like no flamethrowers, no whole bunch of light systems, all the sound stuff. Nope. Half of it had to stay boxed up. Nice to be able to run indoors. That was cool. But bro,
the air conditioning must have been great because it was hot this weekend.
The air conditioning was fine. Yes, that worked well. But the building just could not hold that event. It was too small to house that event. It was just simply too small to house it.
Wow.
It was tough to move around in the building because of how many people were in there. I've worked that building probably more than anybody else has that was in there, except maybe one other person. Maybe one other person that was there has worked that building more than I have. And I'm telling you what, I've never seen it that packed in my life. So
there was a standing room only?
No, there was a couple chairs here and there, but during intermission, you couldn't walk through. You had to bob and weave and swerve through. You had to play snake to get through there.
Sound like a concert, bro.
It was ridiculous. Well, there was a concert to open the show.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Bill Hazelwood, David Coleman's show was awesome. I've been in countless locker rooms, announced countless matches. Everybody's leaving. Even Ron was great on commentary. Oh, you were on commentary. All right.
Yeah, I did commentary.
Look at you, right up until his head got lost.
So this guy is fucking lost, and I'm gonna tell you why. So all night I listened to Bill Hazelwood announce the show, and he announced the show. Following contest scheduled for one fall. Stick in the fucking mud. Stick in the mud all night. Just bland. For 10 matches straight, bland Bill Hazelwood. All of a sudden, I take that back. In the very beginning of the show, he opened up with a little bit of stand-up comedy. He asked two people in the crowd when they got out of prison and a couple other random shit. But anyway.
He tried to do crowd work?
Yeah, he tried. Anyway, the key word there is tried. But listen, so all of a sudden, in the main event, this is just for the main event, I get in the ring with Brino, and Brino stops. He's like, no, you don't get to announce me, and he has me announce him, and I lit that motherfucker up, Jack. I turned it way up, and all of a sudden, now Bill Hazelwood wants to deliver. He can say whatever he wants to in the comment section. I got the video footage right here. I've got it on commentary, and I got it on hard cam. I got all three versions of the footage. And, Jack, it is 63 gigs worth of file data. Okay? Damn. 63 gigs is how big this file is. Yes. Now, on all of it, you can tell Bill Hazelwood went from being in neutral to fucking full gear on the main event. And it was all because I pushed his ass. So he can say what he wants to, but we know the truth.
You know what they say, iron sharpens iron.
That's right.
Iron gasolina to get it in there. You know what I mean? So
I have all the footage. I have it all still. I have it all. I actually just got done transferring this stuff last night. I finally got it compiled to one folder last night about 10 p.m. I texted the promoter and let him know. Anyway, opening matchup. Chris Vallow and Antonio Morgan. Undefeated Antonio Morgan went in. Chris Vallow wanted to spoil this shit. Chris had another thing coming because Antonio Morgan did not budge. Yeah, Vallow got a couple licks in there, but Antonio squashed that ass. I mean, he's
like a bug.
No, like he didn't. Not a squash match, but like when he speared him, I literally thought Vallow's stomach was coming through his esophagus.
Ooh.
Yeah, oof. It was like that shoulder went right deep into the sternum here, and I was like, you could almost hear Vallow puking his guts up. It was a shot. It was a shot, dude. knocked the shit out of him. Craziest match I've never thought I would want to see again is Moody versus Suicide. Dude, this was just pure fun. Just pure fun. Those two do not have a very similar style. Moody is a very technically prowlist wrestler. Suicide is batshit crazy. He's Suicide. Now, so watching Suicide hit those veteran moves over this relative newcomer, guy's been wrestling 15 months or so. You know, his debut was about 15 months ago, March of last year. It was crazy. It was crazy. But those two had a fantastic matchup. Moody ended up getting the win, and at the end of it, a good sign of showmanship. You know, a good handshake between the veteran and the rookie.
You gotta give it to the rookie, man. They able to stand up 1-on-1 toe to toe against Suicide like that, only being 15 months in. Kid,
yes,
dang, you must have done something to the wrestling gods, my friend.
Dude,
you put in some work, put in some effort, and you get rewarded. That's how it is.
He came out of Ethan Case's school. The kid is money. I'm not gonna lie to you. The kid's got a good look. He's a very good wrestler. He interacts well with the crowd. I'm a fan of Moody, man. I'm a Moody fan. Really am.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
See, this is me being unbiased right now. You know, this is me being unbiased.
Sure.
When we shift to the main event, then you know.
Oh yeah. Out the window. Seriously.
Now the third match we had originally was slated to be Dalton Dallas versus Bodie. Now that changed during the show. It became a triple threat. Now triple threats, as most people in professional wrestling know, are no disqualification. The Radio Devil Ghazi was added to this matchup. So you have Ghazi, yes, Ghazi, Bodie, and Dalton Dallas. Dude, fuck. Out the gate, Dalton Dallas and Bodie end up outside, and Ghazi just looks around and goes, fuck it. Takes off like a rocket, dives through the rope. I mean, suicide dive. And, dude, he had to go a good 5 to 6 feet before he could hit them. And he did. So the kid had some hang time for going through the middle rope. Like, I don't know how he projected himself longitudinally like that, but it was fucking awesome. So just insane work out of that kid. Bodie ended up picking up the win in that encounter. And I believe I saw that Bodie has earned himself a number one contender spot. I think he was added to a triple threat coming up between Gunner. Isn't that right? Gunner, Lodi, and Bodie, I think, is the triple threat for the See No Evil heavyweight title coming up. I'm not sure when. But that because that was a See No Evil match. That was presented here at the David Cody Memorial. Match number 4. Chase Emery versus J.D. Drake.
Ooh,
now,
did Uncle Drake give him the chops? Did he give him the chops?
Uncle Drake gave him the chops. He most certainly gave him the chops. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I'm not, and I'm looking right here in the fucking camera because I want everybody to understand me clearly. I am not a Chase Emery fan. I'm not. That was probably, in my opinion, his first or second best match I've ever seen Chase Emery in. No bullshit. I don't know why. I really don't. I'm just telling you that was either the first or second best match I've ever seen Chase Emery have. And I don't know why. I've filmed his matches. I have commentated his matches. I have ring announced for him for years. That was easily his first or second best match. And I told him that to his face. I told him that straight up later on in the evening. I'm like, look, dude, I understand. It's respect. It's respect.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah,
it is
exactly about to say.
Like, it's respect no matter what.
You're a bit of a hater because you're not his fan, but
right,
the fact that you were able to see that and tell
Right.
and they recognize that,
Oh,
I respect you for it. That's great. That shows.
yeah, exactly. And I have no problem telling him that that I thought that that was a fantastic match of his. And I said it's up there. It's a toss up. In all honesty, the match that he had, uh, we were just in Sylvan, North Carolina, a couple months ago, for Heroes to Legends, and that match up there was fantastic. And so was this one. Those are my two favorite Chase Emery matches, which is saying a lot because I've seen a shit ton of them.
Maybe something's clipped.
Well, yeah, no, we're not going to go that far. We're not going to go that far.
Really? Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
we're
thought
not going.
maybe
We're not going to go that far. No,
Maybe
because
the
he's still got.
gears have shifted.
No. He's still got Dickhead Vanderford as his manager. Fuck all that.
Ah, yeah.
No, I don't like that guy.
Dick Van Frankfurt.
Dickhead Vanderford.
Oh, I had Dick Van Frankfurt.
We're getting flipped off from the backstage, so I'm guessing that means I need to bring Roadhouse in.
Hey, Roadhouse from
What?
Swanton Pod. How you doing, buddy?
What? Why are you flipping me off?
That's for Chase Emery.
Oh,
Oh, good for fucking Chase Emery. I don't care.
It's not for you guys. I love and respect you guys. I just if there was ever a pro wrestler or indie wrestler that was made in the Create a Pro from SmackDown versus Raw 2000, that's Chase Emery. Freaking bottom line, you didn't have to add anything. You didn't have to take anything away. You made him the semi-athletic build, and you made him as absolutely unmemorable as possible.
So he's the prototype. So he needs to brand the prototype, right?
No. He can't be the prototype because that's who John Cena was before, and he doesn't even have 5 Moons of Doom. It's like 2.
But I'm still going to give Chase Emery the respect of having a great match with JD Drake. Okay.
And wait. Who did he face?
JD Drake. Yeah, you're
did he
making
face?
the point. You're making the point that I always make. Of you have a great match when you have a great dance partner. It's the same thing I said about Sami Zayn for fucking years. So don't at me. Because
I'm just saying, I have 0 in-ring training, and I could have a good match with JD Drake. I wouldn't take a chop.
no, you'd have to take a chop.
Oh, you'd have to take a
Yeah,
chop.
you'd have to take a chop.
That's like taxes. That's like taxes.
Seriously.
You're gonna
Listen,
have to pay taxes.
I've been begging Bill Wright. I've been begging Brino. I've begged Luca. Somebody's gonna give me a chop here soon.
I know some people.
Oh God, you hang around
Send
the
them my
wrong
way.
fucking people. No,
I
you just need
know.
to. No. All right. Hey, look, you and me will talk after the show, or I'll text you in a little bit and tell you where to go, and I'll make sure you get a chop. And I can have you a chop. Listen here, buddy. I can have you chop
Where's
in your
Rayhan?
chest
Rayhan?
within. No. I can have this done within 24 hours. I can have this done within 24 hours. You want to try
That's
me?
beautiful. But if I want a chop, I want one that's going to be worth a damn. So don't call Chase Emery.
No. Damn. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
I look at Chase Emery as like the same as I look at John Schuyler, except for I actually like watching John Schuyler in the ring.
Oh my Lord.
Wow.
Okay. So JD Drake ended up winning that one. Good Lord.
With his eyes closed.
Dude, it was a great matchup though. It was a fun match.
Wait,
But I gotta give it to.
before you move on, I have to say JD Drake was great. I give Chase Emery a lot of shit, but he has gotten way better since the last time I saw him at PWF. However, whatever gimmick his manager is trying to come across, if it's like a JP Lehman-esque, I've got a lot of money gimmick, the do-rag has to go. He looks like he looks like he is the store manager at Five and Below.
You're gonna make Ron freaking choke to death tonight.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm recovering from some allergy shit, so like I'm
You
already
mean the
congested.
smoke.
No, No, I was out for a solid 2 days from like a sinus thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the smoke, I promise. Oh Jesus Christ.
Which
Match.
match did I miss? Because I know that JD Drake and Chase Emery were like 2 or 3.
They were 4. You
Yeah,
missed
they were
Vallo
4.
and Antonio.
Great match.
Solid
Love
matchup.
Antonio Morgan.
Yep. Moody versus Suicide.
Great match. I've never seen Moody in my life, and I instantly became a Moody fan.
Dude,
I already got an idea for a T-shirt. Take
we
the
will.
movies logo, the movies logo from the Clerks movies, and make Moody's.
Absolutely. Moody, like I was sitting next to King. I said, this Moody guy looks like he can move. Literally, the bell rang. 2 moves in, I said, I'm a fan.
Oh,
That's
I
great.
could have told you were going to be in for a show. I've watched Moody since his debut. So,
Yeah,
but
well,
anyway, we'll get
that
there.
kid's going places.
Definitely. Dalton Dallas, Bodie, and Ghazi.
This is the one match on the whole card I was upset with. Not because of the workers, because that's 3 great fucking workers. And I understand that we had 11, 12, whatever many matches. My issue with this match was, first and foremost, all 3 of those workers deserved a little bit more time, even though we were trying to stay on a time crunch, which I understand. When you're booking a show, you've got to be time conscious, so I get it. And the only other thing in that match that I had a problem with is before the bell was rang, they announced that this was a no disqualification match, and it had nothing to do with the match. I did not get not one weapon.
So the reason it's a no disqualification match is because it's a triple threat. All triple threats are no DQ. And we wanted to make sure the audience knew that, so that way the ref wouldn't sit there and try to count.
Right. And I get that. But, and you know, coming from I'm Ron Emerson, coming from I'm, you know, I can't say your last name. So David, and coming from a Roadhouse, that's great. We know that. But if you tell me as a, oh, cool, there's a David Cody Memorial with all these great promotions, let's go watch some wrestling, and I hear it's a no DQ match and not one weapon's used, that's where I'm going with that.
Okay. So, like I say, I was the one who was like, it's a triple threat, it's no DQ, right?
Right.
So, you know, look, it made sense to me. So I get it. It made sure the ref didn't count or break the ropes or whatever. So it made sense.
And I'm gonna go ahead and shout out. First of all, I've Dalton Dallas is one of my favorite people in the world. He was actually the first ever wrestling guest on the Swanton Pod. Love him to death. Ghazi is one of my new favorite indie wrestlers. He's so different. His style is very unique. He doesn't fit into one style. He is somebody who, if he continues where he's going, people need to watch out for, because the kid can fucking work.
Oh, I agree. Yes. So, but yeah, that's all of it. That's where we are. So, anyway, let's see here.
Chase Emery in the chat yet cussing me out?
No.
Let's go to
Let's
comments
see.
though.
Yeah.
He's probably on the
No. We're not going to comments.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not going to comments yet. We're going to talk about this 5th matchup real quick.
Oh man,
We're going to talk
I'm pretty
about
sure this was my match of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
the NCW Heavyweight Championship match.
Nope, it's the next one that's my match of the night then.
You and I have the same feelings then. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So the Commodore Legion versus Crucifix. Now listen. Hey, Ward, y'all got 7 minutes to cover 7 matches. Good luck. Listen, I already wrote it on there in the original post for this that card subject to change and time limits are stretchable. So it's fine. Thank you. I've got this. I appreciate
Daddy's
your
always
concern.
stretchable.
I've got your I understand your concern. I've
Stretch
got it
Armstrong
covered.
over here.
Yeah.
I've
Jeez.
seen Ron stretch. I know how stretchable he is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, stop.
The fuck. Anyway, so Crucifix and Legion had just what was crazy was there was people there who didn't understand how Legion was, and I did. I'm like, I've seen this guy. Wait till y'all see this shit. Y'all don't know what
Yep.
you're getting ready to get into. And all of a sudden they're like, holy Christ, he can move like that. Bill Hazelwood even said on commentary, he's 3 to 5 moves of Crucifix. Crucifix is playing catch up from 3 to 5 moves ago. Like, yeah, that's how it's going. It was a fantastic matchup. Crucifix ended up walking away with that with the win there. Dude, those two
And
went at it.
new.
Yeah,
And new.
yes, he was and new NCW heavyweight champion.
So here's my thing on this one.
Go ahead.
First and foremost, Commodore Legion is 10 years before his time. If that guy would have, if he was 10 years younger, he could easily be on any promotion and be the main eventer. Don't at me. Don't say anything else. That's what I truly believe. The kid, well, I don't want to say kid. The guy, his in-ring vision of moves that I've never seen before, and I've watched wrestling for 33 years. His in-ring vision is one of a fucking kind. I've never seen some of the reversals and stuff that he did in a 12-minute match, if you will. And I was absolutely blown the F away. On the other side of that, I don't know how Crucifix is not signed to a full contract on a major promotion, because not only can he talk, not only can he work, not only does he have the look, but he bust his ass outside of the ring as well. Period, point blank.
You're not wrong with any of that. I've been around both of them a pretty good bit in the last year, and I can't tell you that I know of many people who are as analytical when it comes to themselves as Commodore Legion. And then Crucifix, I don't have a lot of back and forth with Crucifix. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I do. But the guy takes a lot of pride in his work, and that's a great thing. That's a really good thing.
He has sent me so much footage of matches that I haven't been able to make. And what's cool about Crucifix is he is a student of the game. And I love that. The guy sends me matches through Messenger and says, hey, when you get a chance, don't go out of your way. Can you just watch a couple minutes of this match and tell me what you think and what you think I could have done better? I'm nobody. Like
Right.
I mean that in a very humble way. I am absolutely nobody when it comes to wrestling world. You know, for him to give a shit what someone like I think about his matches, that means more to me than having someone like Cody Rhodes on my podcast. And I'm just being 100% honest, because, like I said, that guy, he had so when I lost Matt, he lost his mom in the same 2 weeks span period. So me and him actually got very close. We just randomly started talking, and it just progressed. And he is one of the nicest, most humble, hardest working kids out there. And I can't say enough good things about him. I think the dude needs to be somewhere huge and making a splash. Period. Point blank.
Uh, if these guys would pay attention to Gabe Zapolsky, they'd find out where the next seminar is, where they're having tryouts, and you never know you're going to get picked up like that at NXT. That's
Right.
That's just my, or follow the right circles and figure out where the guys from NWA are, and you end up there. Oh, speaking of, shout out Zuka King, congrats. Zuka King got picked up by the NWA. How freaking cool is that? That is awesome.
Dude,
Talk about a hitter who deserves it.
I was about to say, could
All
not have
day.
happened to a better person. A lot of people only see his in-ring persona of Hill Zuka King,
Nope.
but backstage persona, not breaking kayfabe, Zuka King is such a good person inside and out. It's unreal, and it could not have happened to a better person.
Absolutely one of the best strikers. That's why I called him a hitter. A hitter. Uh, One of the best strikers that you'll find in this area.
A hitter.
Yeah, that's it. Um, so match number 6 for the night was the intergender tag team matchup. Luca Daniels and Jasmine Howe versus Buggy Wright and Brittany Jade. And ladies and gentlemen, this was my match of the night. You too?
Mine too.
Dude, so I'm not alone in this.
Not downplaying anybody else on the card, because
Nope.
if you look at this card top to bottom, this is full of superstars. However, the fact that Luca and Jasmine, who, if I'm not mistaken, really haven't, and if they have, it's been maybe one, maybe two matches tagged together. They look like they had been working together for 20 years.
Dude, they all looked like they belonged. It looked like this was just another night on their circuit. They just do this all the time, and here we are. Oh, the next stop, Spartanburg, South Carolina. But they did this, last night in Des Moines, Idaho, or Iowa, or wherever the fuck it is. That's how it looked. It came off that way, and it worked so well. It was such a great match. I had a lot of fun calling this one.
There were so many fun spots that you couldn't not have had.
Right. They've never worked together before.
No, they never.
Never. And,
go ahead.
What was fun was how well they cut the ring off. Buggy Wright got his ass whipped for 95.7% of this matchup.
I want to say this about Buggy. I'm so glad you brought him up. So Buggy, I actually believe it was on your show, Ron. Buggy always talks shit to me because I always doubt him. I always pick whoever he's going against. And while it may seem like I'm just doubting him, I really do. I do it as a motivational thing. I'm here to say, if you don't know the name Buggy Wright, you are under a fucking rock. Because here's the thing. Buggy Wright, it doesn't matter where he goes. He gets the same exact pop in Hidden Night, North Carolina, that he does in Pacolet, South Carolina, as he does in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, as he does in APW in Chester or in Boiling Springs. The kid is over. The kid can work. The kid can sell. The kid is, give him 1 to 2 more years, and if someone hasn't signed him, he will be the hottest free agent on the independent scene. All the country, not of the East Coast, of all the country. And everybody will want to know and want him to teach him how to buggy.
I love that. But that was a fantastic matchup. That was my match of the night.
It worked too well. It was almost for me, like, I was enjoying it so much. I was waiting for that one moment for it to be like, oh shit, they fucked up. Okay. That brought it down a notch, and it never freaking happened.
Nope. It was all clean. We had a brief intermission after Buggy Wright and Brittany Jade won that matchup. And during intermission, there was actually a shoving kind of something happened over there near the merch tables. Brino and you were there. Yeah, Brino.
I was in it.
Oh shit, you were in it. What happened?
Brino came over to us and was like, "Hey, I've been in the back for all these matches. I don't think everybody knows the champ is here. So let's do a grand entrance so everybody knows the champ is here." And we were all like, "Hell yeah, let's do that. Everybody needs to know that the champ, the one and only Mr. freaking Rolls Royce of wrestling, is here. Everybody needs to know." So it was myself, King, Doc, and Bill Wright of Overdriver, and Brino, and we walked in to kind of just greet the fans, let everybody know we're here, do right by the fans, let them get their little pictures as he walks in, because you never know when you're going to get that opportunity. So we walk in, we walk through the big doors. and all of a sudden you hear Bebop yell, "Brino's a bitch."
Really?
And and so Brino walks over and says, "What's the issue? We have a match later. What's the issue right now?" At that point, Bebop, I'm talking nose to nose. If their nose weren't touching, you couldn't have put a piece of paper between it. That's how close they were. And Brino obviously didn't like that. He's there for the fans. He is the fans champion. He pushed him away. At that point, Bebop stepped back, and when I tell you, I'll give it to Bebop. He put every single thing in a pushback, and Brino was ready to go right there. No DQ, unsanctioned match. Unfortunately, at that point in time, King looked over, gave me the look. Me and Bill Wright scooped Brino up, and we started taking him to the back. It wasn't the time or place yet.
Okay.
So you almost had an impromptu matchup before the matchup.
It was bad. It
dude,
was bad.
I made sure we had the camera rolling on that occasion. I made sure
you got the footage. You got the footage.
Well, I was directing him over there towards the entrance anyway because I wanted to get a good shot of the merch tables for everybody. You've got to let the people know what they miss. So that way when they come to these shows in the future, oh shit, I got to bring money. Look at the food, look at all the merch. We got to come here and we got to bring dinero so we can spend it. Well, and we just so happened to be right there. It's crazy.
And if I'm not mistaken, we tried to get your attention to make sure that you could see Brino come in. Isn't that why the whole thing started? Is so we could give him his little grand entrance because he has worked hard, become the AWA champ, and been the guy.
If you were waving at me, I completely missed it because I was trying to work with the camera guy at that point. I was trying to organize.
So again, I asked the question: did you get the footage?
I
have the footage.
Oh, it's here. I have it.
Oh, you can't play the footage?
Oh no, I can't play the footage. It's not here. Here, it's on there, and it's on an external hard drive in my car.
Breaking my heart.
The hard drive is in my car because I was trying to deliver it today.
But I also do want that footage as well because funny story, Brino was hot. He was heated. He saw red. He was ready to fight.
Oh, I'm sure.
He said, I got pushed back. And then all of a sudden, I was floating till we were halfway to the back. What happened? I said, Brino, Bo, I had to pick you up because you were going. He was like, I didn't feel my feet hit the ground, so we were halfway backstage. And let me tell you, that boy is thick.
Yeah, Brino can go. So
yes, he can.
Him's a thick boy. Him's a thick boy.
Match number 7, we had Garrett Sinclair, first class Garrett Sinclair versus Corey Sparks. Man, dude, the suplex tour ended because Garrett Sinclair took that boy out. They had a fantastic matchup. Garrett Sinclair got the best of him. No doubt about it.
I hate to say it this way, but I think that Garrett Sinclair carried that whole match. And it's no disrespect because both of them are great wrestlers. However, once again, this was my first time seeing Garrett live, and I was very excited for it because of, what was happening closer towards the end of the night. I knew his name. So I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see Garrett. Enthralled. Thought he was phenomenal. I think that he moves better in the ring than he does actually outside of the ring. He is so fluent. There is not a wasted movement in his body.
No, believe it or not, and he reminds me, his fluidity reminds me of a Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying about that?
When I saw him walking to the ring, the only thing that I could think in my mind, because I don't know why, but he reminded me of, y'all remember that commercial where it's just like this just big jack guy and he's like, I pick it up, I put it down. That his walk gave me that vibe, but then he got into the ring and moved so exquisitely that it wasn't even funny. I had a whole different viewpoint.
Right. Dude definitely a solid worker in the ring.
He can go.
Definitely. Match number 8 was a triple threat match with the winner going into the AWL Championship #1 contenders pool. This was Don Furio, Bryce Cannon, and Caleb Connolly. Dude, this match had a little bit of everything to it. You saw Furio and Bryce trying to, work together. That kept failing. That kept failing. They could not get over Caleb with a K. Caleb Connolly, because Caleb Connolly's a fucking veteran. He's an in-ring veteran. He's been doing this for years. Guy's a TV star.
I'm telling you, Caleb Connolly's not just Caleb with a K. He's cool with a K.
And the dude is smooth. Fantastic wrestler. It was a great matchup. Don Furio got the win there.
Very much deservedly. That kid has worked his ass off. Don Furio, he can talk now. He looks the part. He has put on weight, and it's been in by way of muscle. The dude has added moveset after moveset. Don Furio is my guy to watch in 2023 and 2024.
The kid's been coming up. It's seeing him his rise, and then now he's giving advice as well. Like the kid has it all. The kid has it all. Looks, the talent, the tenacity, the heart, the work ethic. Yeah.
The moxie.
Right. Very much so. So Don Furio.
Make sure you don't say anything bad about him, though, because, you could, end up missing. You know what I'm saying?
I help dig holes. What are you talking about? Anyway. So Don Furio picked up the win there. He's now moved on to that #1 contenders pool. That #1 contenders pool, which is crazy right now.
There is anybody in that match could win and it be okay with me.
Yep. We'll talk about that after the main event. Let's see here. Match number 9 for the evening was Jeff Conley and Devin Cruz versus Whiskey Business.
Whiskey Business for the win?
Nope.
What?
Whiskey Business did not win this matchup. To my surprise, as well as everybody else's in the building,
I'm so bitter about it.
I thought Whiskey Business had it.
I thought they deserved it.
Agreed. Definitely agreed.
Well, listen.
Well, what was that?
Listen.
What, you don't think they deserve it? I think
that's not. Hey, look, deserving things and not deserving things is, hey, did John Cena deserve to beat Ric Flair's record? Yeah, he did. Did Randy Orton deserve to beat Ric Flair's record? Yeah, he did.
I can agree with you on that one.
I mean, does Roman Reigns deserve to beat Hulk Hogan's record? Yeah, he does. There's a lot of things here, but you want me to say that Whiskey Business deserved this? I don't see a deserving here. This was their first time at AWL, was it not? Wasn't it? Was it?
It was their first time.
Well, this was actually this was a pro wrestling union match too, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of combustible feelies here. But anyway, my thing is this: I really thought that the tag team would beat the non-tag team. That's what I thought.
Yeah, again, you got the brawler, you got the experience between Whiskey Business. I mean, they've been working together. They've been, on a
how phenomenal does Braden Marshall look, by the way? The dude has lost 40 pounds and put on straight muscle. Like Johnny Ryder works hard anyway, but he looks proportionate. This isn't a dig at Braden Marshall, but the dude looked fat and out of shape. And now he looks like somebody who should be feared in the squared circle. And that's all due to his diet he changed, water, and freaking working out. And I could not be more proud of Braden Marshall.
Oh, I agree. I've noticed that. I just hadn't, I wasn't going in that direction with it. But you had, okay, so I said, correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. Whiskey Business has been at AWL 2 other times. Cool. I have the memory.
Still say they deserve the title, but
Well, there is a tag team tournament coming up eventually, but
Jimmy Ward. That's Jimmy Ward, right? You just posted that comment.
Yeah, he's watching. He's live.
Jimmy Ward, I need to know right this effing second. Is Whiskey Business in that tag team tournament?
They should be.
Because if
More
not,
people need
that
to
is a
see more
travesty.
Whiskey Business. That's all I'm saying.
100%.
I have the memory of a squirrel. Yes, squirrel.
Squirrel?
There we
Nuts? What?
Squirrel.
What?
Anyway,
Which, by the way, shout out to Casey Leanne. If
dude,
anybody saw her on Saturday,
that woman worked her ass off.
I do not know how she didn't pass out before the show even started. She worked her fucking ass off, top to bottom, before the show, after the show, during the show. That woman is the MVP of Saturday. I don't care who says anything otherwise.
Oh, dude, she is. So nobody is in it at this time. This hasn't. See, look, this hasn't even been built yet.
So we're
right,
building it right now for you. We're making it easy for you, Jimmy.
I'm petitioning Whiskey Business as team and deserving team number one.
Agreed.
Oh, okay. So anyway, Jeff Conley and Devin Cruz ended up picking up the win there. Devin Cruz actually got hurt in that matchup, which
messed his knee all up.
Thoughts on hoping the guy gets better soon. Speedy recovery. I don't know what all happened, but definitely. And yeah, Casey Leanne, I saw her that morning. She was working her ass off that morning. So trust me, by the time we were all said and done at the end of the day, and she still had a 2-hour drive home. Oh my God. No. Y'all can hang that shit up. I was dead when I got home at 1:00 in the morning, and I had to go to work at 7.
I didn't get home till 4, Mr. Ron Emerson.
Wow.
I got home at 1 and I was back in my office in Greenville at 7, sir. I had to go to work.
I got up the day before at 6 a.m., had my daughter out in the hot sun for a softball tournament, did the show, drove till 4 a.m. So I feel you.
Yeah. Yep. Hell yeah, I agree.
But no, Casey Leanne was a 1,000,000% the MVP of the weekend, in my opinion.
Oh my Lord. They're saying some bad shit in the comments. I'll wait till later for the comments.
Oh no. I love bad shit.
We'll wait till let me get through the card and then we'll go into the comments.
Yeah.
Thank Christ.
We're almost done.
Match 10, the CPW Heavyweight Championship. Cam Jackson, after 4 years, has finally lost this title. He lost it to the Black Cat, Dion Johnson.
Wow.
Dude.
I called that, though. I did call that.
That was insanity.
I was upset about this.
You were upset anyway. You were upset spaghetti anyway. So we'll just call it what it is. Okay. So realistically, I was at commentary for half of this. I had to go backstage because of things. I ended up catching the final moments of this. Man, it was fantastic.
Number one.
Yeah. Well, number one. Nah, it is no longer number one. It's over. The reign has ended. Black Cat has dethroned Cam Jackson.
If Cam Jackson doesn't start using a cowboy hat theme, I'm going to be so upset because of how great he looked in that fucking cowboy hat.
It popped.
That was hilarious. 1,348 days is what Cam's title reign was. 1,348.
No disrespect to Dion Black Cat Johnson, but I love Cam. I will always love Cam. There is not one person you can put up against Cam that I will not cheer for Cam. That's me. It was a great match. Dion Black Cat Johnson, he busted ass. He worked hard. He deserved it because he was the better man. Because he was the better man.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do me like that.
Buggy Wright.
But Buggy Wright versus Cam Jackson would be a hell of a match. I would have to say Buggy Wright comes out on top.
Now, is that your reverse psychology? Is that like a Uno reverse card?
Yeah, it's like a double reverse.
No, I really think it's Buggy's time, man. After hearing the last crowd entrance at midnight and then hearing in South Carolina the crowd entrance for Buggy Wright, I wanted to learn how to buggy.
Right. But either way, so those two had a fantastic matchup. Jackson Sane comes out afterwards, and it's like, God, I'm just glad he didn't show up here. That was wonderful.
He is
Yeah,
one
that was
scary
creepy.
son of a bitch. I'll be honest with you.
Dude, he is insane. Uh-huh.
He is Jack's insane.
Insane. Yes.
I
Yeah.
see what you did there.
That was so punny. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
Dad jokes for the win.
yes. Oh,
Papa
and
puns.
match number 11. This is the main event of the evening. AWL Heavyweight Championship. Brino Royce defending against Bebop. Now, there was a lot going on in this matchup. From Jump Street, this matchup had everything going in it.
Big fight feel.
Big fight feel. You had Brino come out with an entourage, which we were part of. You had me doing ring announcing for the champion. Yes.
Which, by the way, why was Bill Hazelwood even questioning as to whether you could announce or not? Because, in my opinion, the best announcement of the night came from Mr. Ron Emerson Jr.
Oh, I appreciate that. Now, and here's the thing. Did you, and you'll attest to this, after I announced Brino, Bill Hazelwood turned it up as hard as his old ass could, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was going to have a heart attack.
I did too. Well, I don't want him to have another one.
He gripped at his chest, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Thank God Doc's in there because maybe he has a chance.
I wonder, either Doc or Toby, one of the two had to have a defibrillator with him. We'd have been okay.
Clear.
Worst case scenario, I bet somebody in the crowd had a taser, and we could have hooked him
He
up.
would have been fine.
So the real question is we do it right then and there? Or do we wait till after the match?
That's a Jeopardy question. I'm gonna need some time to think.
What is? I need to think on that one.
Yeah, for 500 Roadhouse.
Yes.
So, but anyway, we did the thing like we needed to do. Then all of a sudden, here comes Bebop. They announced Bebop and so on and so forth, and we get back to commentary, and right out the gate, this is no bullshit. The shot that Bebop hit on Barrino sounded like a gun went off.
No bullshit.
That was
look,
crazy.
I'll give Bebop his props. I'll give it to him. The first 5 minutes of this match, Bebop brought it like I've never seen Bebop be as intense in his life. And I honestly stepped back and I said, "Oh shit, we did all this." And I think that Bebop has been training harder, focused more in, and we made it personal. And I don't know if that was the right call. And then my boy Brino, Mr. Champ, Mr. AWL Champ himself, Mr. Pony Boy, Mr. Rolls Royce of wrestling, Mr. All Gold, everything, the man of many championships and fewer words, then came out and showed everybody why he's the champ.
Dude, it was a fantastic matchup, and of course, Brino walked away with the win. Now, we knew
spoiler alert.
We knew that was coming. So Brino won the
we
matchup.
Said that was coming for what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
I don't know why
we've been talking about it for a while.
Now, after the match, there was some chutzpah.
Yeah,
after the
this has been
matchup.
spilling. Are you surprised? This has been spilling over for
months
now. They were going back.
We got in the ring to we had to give the ice bag. Brino needed a drink and everything, so we got in the ring with the champ, celebrate, and all of a sudden, here comes Jeff Connolly, and well, what the hell? All of a sudden, here comes Garrett Sinclair, and here comes Channing. Was it Channing Davis? I just met the guy for the first time. So Channing Davis, these dudes come out, and it's a freaking melee. You and I bail out the ring. Michael King gets out of there quick. Everybody else gets out. And it's just a freaking melee. There is bodies flying everywhere, people getting struck. JD Drake comes out. And he starts
gunshots.
Yeah, more gunshots. JD Drake comes out and starts laying into people with chops. I mean, he just starts laying waste to people. Oh no. We need some blank 20 gauge or 12 gauge to make that sound effect realistic because that's what we got, dude.
It
The
was
mark there is a mark that you can see visibly in a picture on Garrett Sinclair's chest.
Sinclair.
It
Yep.
looks like the state of fucking Florida right here on old boy's chest.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Mind you, it did not. We after the event, we all helped get everything broken down and cleaned up, and it looked just as fresh as when it happened, as it did about an hour to an hour and a half later.
oh yeah,
Nice.
I saw him. I saw him right before he left, and that mark was still there.
Oh my gosh. It's like a huge hand turkey.
No, hand turkey. Well, turkey gizzard or something hanging. I don't know, man. It was like it looked like the state of Florida. It was just a nasty ass mark right here on his chest, dude. It was fucked up as a soup sandwich. I swear to Christ.
So I know, Ron, that King has also had these conversations with you. And this was a clear-cut message to anybody who thinks that they are better or can hang with anybody or any part of King Enterprises. Now, not only is there King Enterprises, not only is there Brino Royce, the Rolls Royce, not only is there Luca Mania, not only is there everybody, but now we also have added the Summit Fighting Club.
Yep. So the Summit
Do
Fighting
not
Club.
step.
Yeah. I've got one of the original shirts for the Summit Fighting Club. I'm not wearing it currently, but it's it's hanging nicely in my closet. But
it was a great addition to an already legendary enterprise that if I was not part of King Enterprises, I would be scared to be anywhere near an event that King Enterprises will be represented at, because not only did we add to it, we became more of a family than King Enterprises ever has been or ever will be. It is only to the top from here. Summit Fighting Club will be the person to take care of any outside upsetting non-King Enterprises business that needs to be handled. And I would definitely keep an eye out because King Enterprises isn't done yet.
I got tingles.
oh, dude,
That was a promo.
it is absolutely 100%.
That's not a promo, Mr. David. That's called a spoiler.
Oof.
Summit Fight Club.
The Summit Fight Club is going to be what's up. Hey, I don't have I no longer have this. I'm sorry. I don't have it on my phone or anymore. You can send it to me, but I don't have it anymore. I didn't load up any pictures from any of the events because there's fucking a million of them, and we would never get off of the show tonight if I did that. So that's why I didn't load up pictures and stuff tonight, because the recaps would take 3 hours. And
Easy.
David would have jumped in the car while I was still on air, kicked me in the forehead, and then drove back home. And I still wouldn't be off air yet. That's kind of where I'm at. So I have no pictures for any of this. Yes,
because I'm closer to you now, Ron.
Yeah, you are very. Well, you're just closer to me, and you don't know where I live, but that's okay. Anyway,
Jackson Sane does. We'll find out.
yes, this is accurate. Dude, overall, the show was awesome. It's been, it was a hell of a weekend for professional wrestling. It was a great show.
I am very, 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 very critical when it comes to a rating system with shows. Never have I ever given a show over a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Just
don't say stars.
Don't say stars. No.
You can say shots. You can say beers. You can say anything else on this planet. Do not give something a star rating. My name is not douchebag Dave Meltzer. You don't do that on my show. We don't do that.
Right. It's Shithead Saint.
Yeah, that's fine. Shithead Saint. That's perfect. I don't care. We don't do star ratings. Shots. Give it shots. It's fine.
Well, I don't drink, so I'll give it 5 butterscotch non-alcoholic beers out of 5.
Perfect. Great. That works for me.
This was honestly the first indie show that I went to that I didn't have at least 3 complaints at the end of the show as to what could be better. Like I said, the only complaint was the triple threat. It was still a great match. I just wish that there was weapons because it was announced, even though it was a triple threat. That was literally such a minute detail, was my only complaint of the whole show. It was put together beautifully. Every match was done beautifully. Every single person that contributed to this event contributed in a positive way and came together not as promoters but as wrestling fans who wanted to memorialize David Cody in the best way possible. This show was 5 butterscotch beers out of 5.
That's delicious.
I concur, man. I concur. It was definitely a well-deserved shot of crown.
It sounded like a hell of a night, an emotional night. It sounded like I missed out on some
It
wrestling
was-
history. You better put the footage up there, Mr. Ward. I need to see this.
Like
myself.
I legitimately just got chills talking about it because here's the thing. You had what 6, 7 announced promotions. Like some of these guys have worked at 30 different other promotions. You had 5 or 6 announced for okay, what number is it, asshole?
CPW, AWL, Pro Wrestling Union, See No Evil, and
One
the NC, the NCW.
Yes. So you
Okay,
had 5
yeah.
announced
Sorry.
5 announced promotions. Every single one of those promotions had their promoter there, which, and this isn't a shot at promoters, but we all know that their heads at a show, even if they're humble or not, at a show, their heads go this way because it's their show. That's what they have to personify. That's what they have to expel of themselves because they are the promoter. Not once was anything about this show, including the main event where Cole Maccabee and Jimmy Ward were in the ring. Not one thing about this whole fucking show had anything to do with stroking the promoter or promotion's ego. It had everything to do with making sure everybody memorialized David Cody in the incredible mind and wrestling persona and person that he was. And everything about it was absolutely done flawlessly. Period.
Yep. Yeah. See, Jimmy Ward just put it up. Yep, there it is. It was those 5. Yeah. So I named them. I
Thank
named
you,
them
sir.
correctly.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks
was
for
5 promotions.
confirming what I said. Yeah. It just
Y'all
took
see me
me a
rubbing
minute
my
to
pussy?
think. Nice.
She's a ginger.
I like ginger. Never mind. Anyway,
Fix it.
Ginger
anyways.
snaps.
Ginger snatch. I mean snap.
I said snaps. This is a family show.
this is not a family
Yeah.
show. The fuck is wrong with the both of you? Anyway,
First of all, if anybody puts this on their family TV, they have sadly mistaken their life.
And thank you for mentioning that, Jimmy. I appreciate that.
yes,
Because
promotions can
work together
again.
and can make a beautiful, beautiful product together.
I agree with you, Jimmy. When egos are put aside and the proper talent for the proper show is done, promotions can work together, strive together, and be better together. I agree 100%.
And Jimmy Ward gave David the respect he deserved Saturday night. I agree. I did not know David Cody, and I thought about this late at night. Casey and Jimmy and I were having a conversation at Jimmy's house right before I was heading home, and they were like, "You had to meet David Cody because you were part of CPW with us." And I'm like, I thought about it. David Cody was not the booker when I was there. It was a guy named Casey who was the booker when I was there. So I was there when he was there. I was not there when David Cody was there. Unfortunately, I'm almost 100% positive I did not get to meet David Cody. But anyway, look, guys. Oh, yes.
You said there was nasty comments. Let's get to these because I
okay.
can't wait.
We're gonna handle the nasty comments and then we're gonna get up here. Hold on.
Yeah, because my wife's already giving me the cuss out. So let me go ahead and cuss these folks out.
Throwing out the Ron screwed up the locker room food, the chicken wing platter. I mean, the guy had one job. All right. So first off, there was a broke down vehicle in front of me and I had to lock up the brakes and I salvaged most of the tray. I lost 6 chicken tenders and some celery sticks.
What happened to these things? Did they hit the street?
No, they landed in the floorboard, but they landed on top of a box. Only 3 of them actually hit the floorboard. Those 3 got thrown away. Jimmy Ward and Ghazi ate the other 3 right off of the cardboard boxes in the truck. So it
I was
really
about to
wasn't
say,
that big
next time, do not throw anything away. My fat ass will eat anything.
So that was that.
It's just a little dust. It's fine.
But hold on,
5-second rule.
hold
You're
on.
good.
Well, here's the thing. All right, so we're in the Welford Pavilions here. Duncan is over fucking this way at the wall somewhere, and Packlet's that way, right? So why in the hell are we going 40 minutes this way to go 30 minutes that way when we got to pass at Ingles 5 minutes away from venue? I don't know, but anyway.
Let's be honest. If you blinked, you would actually miss the town of Packlet. So
yeah, this is accurate. But anyway, I digress. Not going to go there. And then you called Casey the MVP, and then Jimmy said she's not the MVP because she forgot the ice and lost the popcorn scooper. That's not MVP, dude.
If that's the worst thing that she did all weekend, I think that she is still the MVP of MVPs. And Mr. Jimmy Ward, was also an MVP. I can't say anything bad.
Everybody worked their ass off at that show.
They really
Casey
did.
Is Mason Moore. Yes, I know who Casey is. I was saying Casey because I was trying not to say Mason Moore. You bitch at me for kayfabe, but look at you. You bitch at me for the kayfabe, but look at you. You broke the fourth wall of your own fourth wall. I've had prison food, no sweat for me. Yeah, I wouldn't want to admit
fourth wall
to that.
inception.
Yeah. You turned the fourth wall into a glory hole. How dare you? And it was a joke. Well, there you go. It's a joke still. Anyway, bro, thank you very much for jumping in here with us, man. We're gonna switch gears.
This was fun, man. This was good. I like it.
Well, Ward,
Picasso.
wouldn't
You
you
want to
know
say
who
hey?
Casey is?
Hold on, my daughter wants to say hey to you guys really
Okay,
quick.
she can come say hey.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
She graduated 5th grade today.
Oh,
Dude,
congrats.
congratulations.
They said congrats. Now get your ass to bed.
Where's the charger?
Over there.
No, it's
You
Buenos
need a
noches.
charger to go to bed?
For her damn phone. I don't
dude,
know.
I say the same shit to my kids. I say the
It's
same
right,
shit to my
bro. I'm literally fucking looking at it.
That's what Asher uses.
Okay, well, fuck him. Unplug his shit. Just plug yours up.
Anyway.
All right, go to bed.
What? They were calling you.
But listen, Roadhouse, thank you once again for joining us.
Thanks for
my
joining
friend.
us. This was fun, man.
Yeah, we had a blast. We have to do this again.
So here's my thing, guys. I watch you guys religiously. I've told Ron this. When we started the Swanton Pod, we literally based a lot of what we wanted to do and how we wanted to do the Swanton Pod specifically from Mr. Saint here himself. It would be an honor if you guys ever allow me to be a part of the greatness once again. Anytime you want to do a recap show, whether it be an indie show or any other show, I would be more than honored to be a part of the greatness.
Man,
stop! Are you gonna make me cry?
no. Do you remember the first time you told me that?
Yes, it was right after Matt passed. The first ever wrestling podcast that we watched from start to finish when we decided to do this was Mr. Ron Emerson Jr.'s. And we were like, wow, this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about. We need to watch a couple more of his episodes before we do our first live. So you were the inspiration for the Swanton Pod, my guy.
That's awesome.
I love you too, dickhead. Get off my show.
All right, peace out, fuckface.
Oh,
Love y'all. Bye.
Later, buddy.
Deuces, my guy.
Jesus,
Y'all got
Christ.
emotional here.
I know.
Damn
What
it.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus. Why do you have to do that right at the end? We got a whole other segment. We got 2 more segments to go. I can't deal with this. 2. We got 2. Because guess who's in the backstage area? Commissioner Quest from XWW. What is up, brother?
I am upset with you too.
Why?
I am very upset, and we will be watching this back. I'm like Santa Claus, so you know that, right?
You like to
I
be
got a
on time?
list, and I'm checking it twice.
You like
And
to be
I
on
saw
time?
the 2 of you clapping at the fact that Cam Jackson lost to Black Cat. I saw you clapping.
Well, I mean, I was clapping because it was a great match. I didn't know the outcome.
Respect that you have shown Cameron Jackson is not going to go unforgotten. So you know that, Devin, right? All right. Just so you know.
Jesus Christ. I got to deal with him too. I got to deal with him tomorrow.
That's a you
Shit.
problem.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
you're gonna have to deal with him. Cam Jackson is one of the greatest stars this side of the Mason-Dixon, and you guys are disrespectful. Clapping.
Whoa. I
No,
agree with that
that
sentiment.
guy.
I was not clapping. That
I-
was wrong.
No,
I
no,
am
no,
a-
no. See,
hold on.
see, I knew you would go. I wasn't. We're gonna watch the replay. We're
Okay,
gonna
we'll watch.
the replay.
Okay, we'll watch it live on the XWW network.
Yeah,
Go ahead with the price tag and the plug line.
you can get it. ExtremeTVOnline.com for $4.99. First 5 days free. You can see that David was clapping at Cam Jackson's loss, and he's gonna have to pay for that.
Look,
I was hoping that. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
We'll look at the footage.
We'll
We'll
look
look
at
at that bean footage later.
yeah, we'll roll the
I
footage
see
later.
everything.
And
I'm the
you can-
commissioner, damn it. I'm supposed
y'all
to
can-
see it all.
Y'all can look at the footage yourselves too, as he said on the XWW network. It's just like fishing. You jiggle the worm long enough, and somebody's going to bite on it. And I mean, thank you for putting the plug out there for XWW. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, the pricing.
Hey,
and stuff.
you do know something else too, right?
What's that?
You know that on the network, every time I appear on the network, the ratings go up that much higher.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And that means my view count on your network is going to go up. That's great.
Nice.
See,
I'm a commodity.
It's a win by proxy.
Yeah, I'm a commodity.
This is what we do. Okay, so, brother, tomorrow night we're going to be in Waxhaw.
Yes.
I've heard that this place is loud as hell.
Listen, every time we're out here scouting these new venues and we keep finding gold, you hear me? Waxhaw, we are returning. Our first show at Waxhaw, well over 300 people. And when I say they were hype, they were hype. Waxhaw really loves wrestling, and I think they love XWW even more. So I'm excited to return there. So it's going to probably be one of our new homes.
Very cool. I'm excited. I will be there tomorrow.
Oh, outstanding.
Yep.
Outstanding, because we have a great card.
I was told by the powers that be the last time we were at Lenny Boy Brewing that anytime there's a live show with a live audience that I am supposed to be there. So I was like, well, okay, don't twist my arm. I'm coming. So I am all about that. We'll be there. I will be there tomorrow.
Outstanding.
So tell me about this card that we've got coming for Extreme Warfare tomorrow night.
All right. Well, for starters, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. I was talking to the board members, and then they unbeknownst to me, put out, our commercial for the show or whatnot. And I come to find out that, Money Enterprise has been, doing a lot of this and a lot of yapping, and then, they're dissatisfied with whatever it is Money Enterprise is disqualified for. So come to find out, like, I might even be back in the ring. So with that being said, I'm definitely looking forward to going back to Waxhaw, because ever since my return, it's like everybody wants to take a shot at the big man. So I'm going to give them what they want, actually. So be on the lookout for that, But aside from that, I had to actually do my job and book us a great card, And we're going to start it off. We have a 3-way tag match for the tag team titles. Cameron Jackson, guy that you clapped that he lost, we ain't forgot about that. Cameron Jackson and Jordan Holt, they reclaimed the tag titles at Lenny Boy, so at Mega Mayhem. So now that we have rightful tag team champions once again, the rematch clause comes up. Whiskey Business, they still want a rematch. They didn't like the fact that I was the guest referee, so they want their rematch. But somehow, once again, Money Enterprise has spent their money and paid their dues or whatever. So it's a 3-man tag match. JP Lehman and Christopher Prince. Now, Christopher Prince, this is the second time he has mixed himself up in a match that doesn't involve his title on the line. So he thinks he's smart enough, and he keeps ducking that issue. But I'll give him the opportunity. He wants to become a 2-time champion, like Cameron Jackson, like the once Facade. So now that's the thing to be a 2-time champion here at XWW. So it's a 3-way tag match: Whiskey Business, Cam Jackson, Jordan Holt, and Money Enterprise, JP Lehman, and Christopher Prince.
Huh. Okay.
So
I got the champs retaining in this. I can't see Money Enterprises snake in the grass and Whiskey Business. They like to drink, they like to fight, but them two teams are going to be just blown out of proportion. And Cam Jackson, being the crafty vet that he is going to pick his spot. 1, 2, 3. That's me.
well,
That's how I see that going.
And yeah, you're 100% right, because
I
you
would
got to
have to agree
realize
with that. Yeah, that's a
I
safe bet.
created that tag team. I put these guys through therapy. These guys are the greatest talents that you're going to see in the Indies right now. Cam Jackson, Jordan Hope, and they proved that every time they step in that ring. Now, I was listening to you earlier. You know, Roadhouse guy was talking about Braden Marshall and Johnny Ryder. You know, Braden Marshall's still a fat piece of shit. You know, I don't care how much weight he's starting to lose. He's still a fat piece of shit. And fucking Johnny Ryder looks like a big toe with a mouth. All right. Now, granted, these guys, they're tough as a $2 steak. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But they're not Cam Jackson and Jordan Hope. So they can keep drinking their little whiskey and keep throwing darts at the dartboard in the dark, but they're no match. And then you got Money Enterprise, which I don't even know why they're in this. You know, JP Lehman, really? He's a scammer. You know, and
how's his head?
Yeah, I think it's an improvement if you ask me. Probably knocked some sense in itself. I don't know, but you know, it's going to be a landslide. The rightful tag champions will win tomorrow. So that is my pitch, and it won't have nothing to do with me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I just booked the match.
All right, we got a good comment in here. Do it again, and by it I mean Doubt Whiskey Business. Dalton said,
Well, there we go.
He's saying Doubt Whiskey Business. Hey, look at it.
Who is Dalton? I might put him on my list too.
So Dalton is Roadhouse.
Oh,
He was just on the show. He's the host of Swanton Pod.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he runs around up there in the North Carolina area.
Right.
You
Okay.
know,
So
the Midnight area.
Right, Dalton Roadhouse. He's the one that said Whiskey Business deserves this and deserve that. Only thing Whiskey Business deserves is a foot up their asses. That's all they deserve.
Wow.
And I said
Wow.
it. And I meant it. David?
I'm gonna have to disagree. I feel like, look, they're a cohesive tag team. They bring it. Even you said they're a tough tag team. I think putting them against any other tag team would be money. Controversy creates cash.
Yeah, they might win some, might lose some, you know, but put them against anybody other than Cam Jackson and Jordan Hope. Now, I stand by that. That's my product, and that's what it is.
Oh, my Lord.
And I haven't forgot you clapped that Cam Jackson lost his belt. So,
Look, Dalton Brown said, "We've met, asshole. You were there when Roadhouse became Roadhead."
oh,
the
yeah,
fuck?
that is right. That is right. Yeah. But see, at least he gave Cam Jackson his props. He gave him the proper respect due. Not like you two guys.
Not like us two.
I'm ashamed of you.
What?
I'm really ashamed of you.
Wow.
Jesus.
I'm ashamed of
you know,
you. I think Cam's going to be pretty ashamed too, especially when I let him know, or if he's watching this himself.
Cam's not watching this.
Well, Cam watches. He's usually in the crowd.
Dom chiming in. Quest is on another level tonight.
It's the second time I'm on another level. You should have saw us last week. And last time I was here.
Oh yeah,
He's always on a level. He's always
No,
on.
but
Yes.
I'll tell you though, I'm going to tell you what it is. And they're not paying me a dime for this, but this right here, this Circle Cup, I'm late to the cookout. Somebody should have told me about this a long time ago. See, this is how I keep healthy. This is why I can put away my juices and put away sodas. I can drink straight water. See, these things are flavor cups. And what I got in here now, you know, when I have my craving for my soda, I put sparkling water in here, put my great cup in here. This is grape soda now. 0 sugar, 0 calories. I'm getting back in shape.
That's cool, but the moment you said sparkling water, I just tasted TV static. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. The flavor cups changes all that. It tastes like grape soda, just like my childhood.
I just do the bubbly water and the Mio myself, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's boring.
I got myself a Soda Stream, and I get my Mio, get the Wicked Wish, citrus blue or pomegranate.
I actually was thinking about getting one of those. I was actually thinking about that.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They curb my soda cravings, and my water intake has doubled, if not tripled.
Exactly. I'm late to the cookout. Somebody should have told me about this a long time ago.
Late to the cookout.
Yeah. Well, let's get back on tap. Let's get back on tap. Let's talk about Waxhaw tomorrow. Waxhaw Tap House. Tomorrow also, we're going to have an internet championship match. All right. Saeed Al-Sabah will be defending his belt in another 3-way. Last 3-way was him, Buggy Wright, and Zay Vega. And they gave Waxhaw their money's worth. So we're going to do this again because Zay Vega, he's a great talent right now, and he is really tearing it up right now. So it'll be Zay Vega, and another guy that I've been keeping my eye on is D'Angelo. They will be competing against Saeed Al-Sabah, and I think that'll be a good match. It'll be a 3-way match, but I'm telling you that guy Saeed, he is one remarkable athlete.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
So I mean, I think, and Zay's good, and D'Angelo is making noise. So I think that'll be a good 3-way. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that should be real fun.
Yeah. And we have a grudge match coming up. Last one, and you can check it out at extremetvonline.com for $4.99. First 5 days free. You can go back and look at our first Waxhaw show. El Luchador, which is a Lenny Boy's favorite. They love El Luchador. He always brings the party there. He went up against Metal Shark, and this is a grudge match. El Luchador just wants to party and be friends with him, but Metal Shark, he's from Mexico. Him and Latin Force, like that guy's he means business. He's serious when he's here now. So those guys they're gonna do a rubber band match from the last time they was in Waxhaw. They had a couple of things to say about El Luchador. They said he was trash, but El Luchador just wants to take shots with everybody. That's all. Just wants to bring a party. But yeah, they're gonna have a grudge match, so that ought to be interesting as well.
That sounds like
yeah. That's definitely going to be something different. That's something for everybody. Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors, 31 different things here. That's because I remember the interaction they had at the last even Lenny Boy show.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was kind of flabbergasted. I was blown away.
Yeah.
So now to see this coming full circle, and these two are going to settle it in the ring.
Yeah, see, I think
this is going to be insane.
Yeah, I think the axe that Metal Shark is grinding against El Luchador is that you got to realize we got a lot of mass people in the indies, but there's not a lot of real luchadors. I'm talking about they're straight from Mexico. The culture is deep with them. And that is something Metal Shark, he holds that real true. And he doesn't think luchador is a real luchador. So I think he's here to make an example out of El Luchador. And, at the time, like I said, El Luchador, he's just here for the party. He just wants to party.
Right.
So, that's a rivalry that's really building. But you got to keep your eyes on Metal Shark because he is talented. He is really talented, and he's going to make a lot of waves. And he's really going to shoot up the roster real quick. So that's going to be a good one to watch. Oh, and then we have a breakout match. He's been doing his thing around in the indies, but he was featured on The Plug 2 episodes ago, I believe it was, Luke Fury.
Oh, yeah, I know Luke Fury.
Yeah, he's gonna get his actual XWW debut. You know, he debuted on the plug, but he's gonna be actually, you know, at Extreme Warfare. But it's a breakout. But you know me, I'm not just gonna let anybody come in and just do anything. So they're really gonna have to test himself. So he's got a big test because he'll be facing the Black Rose Sephiroth. So,
Oh no.
yeah.
That is a test.
That's gonna be ugly.
And see, a
That's-
lot of people ask me, why would I even set that up? Well, I'm just like this, you know, here at XWW, like, you either go big or you go home. And so, you know, you want a part, here's your shot, you know, and especially take out the Black Rose. Me personally,
That's not gonna be an easy. That's not gonna be an easy feat.
No, it's not.
Nah.
It's not. You know, it's not. But it can happen. You know what I mean? Like the Black Rose, like Sephiroth died and made so many comebacks in XWW is ridiculous. So I mean, it's not like he can't get knocked off. You know, might put him up on the shelf, have him take another 6 months off, and then Luke Fury have, you know, his name will go high up on the charts for that.
Yeah, that's
But see, you know, even though Sephiroth, I mean, he is what he is. He's deep with the XWW roots as well. The guy is really off his rocker. The man has no regards to his own safety. So you best believe he gives a damn about whoever he faces. So it definitely is something to question that Luke Fury might be in over his head. But Luke Fury, like I said, I've been watching. I had his eyes on him. He's a good talent. So, hey, I mean, it's not going to do anything but elevate his game. So, I think it'd be good.
most definitely. That's gonna be a hell of a test for young Luke Fury right there. I like to
That's
say
gonna be the litmus test. Either it could go one of two ways. He either has a complete upset and goes over Sephiroth, or maybe this is something that he could prove and test his mettle, that he could push a better opponent to their limit, and still walk away.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now you said the key word there. He needs to be thinking about walking away, because not a lot of people walk away from Sephiroth. You know, like the guy's dangerous. So I'm hoping that, you know, it might be a little bit after 9. I hope Luke Fury is tucked into bed and getting a good night's sleep. And he comes in focused tomorrow, Wax. So, you know, I think he has the talent to do it, but we'll see tomorrow.
Man, it's it's a test. I've seen Sephiroth in action. I've seen Luke Fury in action.
Hey, this is gonna be tomorrow. Woo, buddy.
This is tomorrow night. Yeah.
And see, one thing that I want Luke to understand and get in his head, like he's a great athlete. But he's gonna bring more. He's gonna have to bring more athleticism to this fight. Because like I say, Sephiroth has no regard for life. He would do exactly what he needs to do to destroy anybody he's looking across from. So that's one thing that makes him so dangerous.
Is that tenacity? Yeah. And
what's so baffling is that Sephiroth sort of reminds me of the Hulk. You know, the more you beat him, the more he hurts. Like he loves the pain. It's like the more pain he's in, the more dangerous he gets. So,
he's a masochist.
Oh yeah,
that's what that is.
That's if I had a word for him, that would exactly be the one.
That's exactly what that is. That is the definition of masochist. So if I go grab Webster's for all you fuckers out there that are under the age of 25, that means Google in the before times. We'll go grab the dictionary and look, and we will see a picture of Sephiroth next to the definition of masochist.
Yeah. But I'm a little concerned myself, and you know, I'm not concerned. Don't let me put that out there. I'm not concerned. I'm just curious to know, because once I received the email and then I've seen the commercial or whatever, that I will be in action myself. So I'm like, all right, well, that's fine. So I'm just wondering which one of the weasels I'm gonna have to choke. Would it be
Weasels.
Murph Mancini? You know, I've already booked Christopher Prince, so you know I want to save him for his match. I don't want to leave him crippled. But regardless, I think they want to see the Reaper. I think they want the Reaper back. And
Well, I know the
I'm
fans
gonna
want
let
him.
loose.
For according from the pop that you got in the last few matchups, the crowd loves you, man. The fans love you. They want to see more of the Reaper.
Oh man, and like it's for the past 3 years as commissioner here. You know, I've been on a different headspace. I've been in a more entertaining mood. I want to bring a good show to people. I want to put things together. And I've taken a lot of shit from the locker room, a lot of disrespect, a lot of shit that I don't normally put up with. But for the sake of business, I have to put some things aside. But the fact when I came back to that ring and I was able to unleash the Reaper, that's a feeling that I can let go now. Like I'm kind of scared of him too, because he's a masterpiece of violence, and I like it, and that's scary that I like that sometimes. So yeah, I mean we're probably gonna see him. We're gonna see him tomorrow.
Well, so if you've already got out of Money Enterprises, let's see here. You've already got JP and Prince booked in a match. So the only people you really have left is going to be Manny Mac himself or Murph.
Yeah, well, I'm almost I'm almost certain somehow Manny Mac why he would do that. I have no idea. Sometimes he loses his mind. And Manny knows he would never want to step in the ring with me. We've done that dance so many times, and he's never come out on top on that. And he knows the hurting I will put on him. And I think Murph Mancini might be the
well, we actually got. It's funny you mentioned Manny Mac. Right on cue.
No one's scared quest. You're old.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay, well, that I won't deny. But you know what? You know what they say about them old men?
Old or experienced?
Hey, old men got that old man strength. And I swear, you know what? I would love it. I would love for it to be Manny Mac, because you cut the head off a snake, then the whole thing dies. And I've already had that. I've done that so many times. Like I'm probably the only one, aside from Fulton, that actually took on the full force of Money Enterprises before. So I mean, that's not a new dance for me. And Manny Mac, that's delight. Every time I get to put my hands around his scrawny little neck, I love it.
Well, so 2 things here. Number one, you said you cut the head off a snake and the whole thing dies. Now, it depends on what you're talking about, because in some cases, you cut the head off the snake and 2 heads come take its place.
Be a Hydra situation, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a dangerous game there that you're playing. Secondly, Manny Mac said, ask Quest about chair shots from me.
Ooh.
What am I supposed to ask? He wants to know about his chair shot. Yeah, he swings a mean chair. All right, he puts people in the hospital or whatever. But ask Manny Mac, if he's still listening, do you remember what it feels like to be dropped from 6 feet in the air?
What are you doing, man? Was he jumping?
Manny likes to do a swanton dive, like from my shoulders to the mat. I don't know. I think that's something he likes to do. I think he might want to do that tomorrow. You know what? I hope it is Manny Mac that I'm facing tomorrow. I hope it is.
Oh, no. Ask Quest about the heart attack he had in the past. He isn't medically cleared, so it's not happening.
I worry about my medical clearance, all right? I'll worry about that. But man, he will use any excuse for it not to be him. So I think he might be trying to slither Murph Mancini in there to take the ass beating that he'd get. But, I honestly, I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is.
Okay. Man.
But it's going to be a great show tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
And Waxhaw, we are coming, and we are coming live. And I really believe that they're going to bring that same energy that they brought the last time we were there. And like I said, Waxhaw might be one of our new homes because the crowd I loved it.
Man, he said he does not have his gear. Gucci still hasn't sent his gear in. Okay. So he hasn't received his gear yet from Gucci.
Right. It's always an excuse for them. He got all the money in the world. Go to Amazon and buy you some tights. Go up to the little kids section. You can order the toddler. They got onesies for toddlers. He can just order that, and he'll be ready for tomorrow.
I mean, he has a newborn. He could potentially use his.
Exactly. He can borrow his son's.
Gotcha.
You know,
Amazon. What's that? Is that like Walmart? Well, Walmart sells wrestling gear too. We've seen that at a couple of promotions down the way.
Since he don't want to get his Gucci's dirty, I mean, just
you blame him. You know what? I mean, the Gucci's are expensive.
Well, I'm giving him advice to go get some work clothes.
Right. He's giving him an out.
He don't know what work is.
Oh, I mean, he did go buy a new Range Rover though. There you go.
Manny Mac. Oh gosh. You know what? As much as I hate him, I'm gonna love to see him tomorrow. Because I'm curious. I just want to know what he has to say, especially when he's looking face to face to people. It's going to be an interesting show. So
it's going to be a great show from what I can tell.
Oh yeah, and oh my gosh, and Waxhaw, like I cannot speak highly enough. Like the first show we were there, that crowd was amazing. I mean, kids came out, everybody else came out. We even had some unruly fans, that came out, but hey, they got caught up in the moment. You get beer, you got a good show. They was, but yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna love it.
Man. Well, boss, if that is all you've got for us for XWW preview for tomorrow night, I will see you tomorrow night.
Exactly.
Again, don't forget the footage this time. Here, Ron, make sure that you get the footage from Quest, because I know Quest is going to make sure that everything runs smoothly. And thank you, Commish.
What footage?
I appreciate you being here.
What footage are you talking about?
The footage of the show.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Aren't you going to be at the show tomorrow? You're going to be at the show tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm working tomorrow.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Don't forget the footage. Get some footage.
No, go to the extremetvonline.com. Wow. And sign your happy ass up and go watch it.
Hey, it's $4.99. You get the first 5 days free.
See?
Nice plug. I see what you did there.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Well, and look, you even get this other show they got called The Plug. See The Plug?
The Plug.
Well, you can see The Plug. I did that. The Plug for free. You can see that on YouTube.
See?
See that. But you can also see, when you were clapping that Cam Jackson
Jesus Christ, he
lost his title.
Again.
That you will be able to see on the
I was clapping how good the whole night was and the whole match was, and
that's what I was doing too. I was clapping at the match because
I only got to see like half of the match, and I haven't gone back and watched the footage yet. I only got to see half because I had to go backstage because I had things to do in the main.
I mean, you do definitely get an effort for trying to clean that up, but hey, the modern day era now with media and everything else. I mean, hey, video don't lie.
If we're gonna do modern day era, then that means that people only saw the first 90 seconds of this show. They haven't watched anything since because this is the TikTok era and they have the attention span of a gnat. So. Then that means nobody saw me go like this. If I did that, supposedly was what you're saying.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna find it myself. I'll clip it down to a 10-second clip and let the world know that you two guys clapped at Cam Jackson losing to a guy that smokes cigarettes.
You got that from his promo.
Cigarette.
He killed me with that one. But yeah.
Oh, dude, I was done. Well, we all smoke cigars, so shit.
No. You have to do it right. Cigars.
Nah, we'll
Yeah.
see. I can't do it because I'm not him. So
Yeah, it's great. But yeah, I'm gonna let them know what you guys did that though. Yeah,
oh, okay.
no
I'm-
deed
I'm-
goes unpunished.
It wasn't a
man.
deed. It was respect. It was yes. Wonderful.
Yeah, it was like, oh, he lost.
13. I know. Congratulating him on having a reign longer than Romans. Aha. You know,
Did you say that? Did you clarify that?
I've said it. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what was clear. What was clear was
Oh,
Terrence
Jesus.
Jackson lost to Black Cat. That's what
Was
was
it?
clear.
I disagree.
Wow,
I'm
okay.
gonna have to disagree on
I mean, hey, you
I'm
can disagree,
probably
but
wrong.
I'm
I'm probably wrong because I do clap a lot like a jackass seal in here.
telling you,
Seal,
we
seal,
can run
seal.
this back as soon as this is over. As long as we don't get none of that video editing, that stuff that you promoters do.
Hey, I need to find a fucking editor. Who
Yeah.
can edit
You
shit.
do. You really do.
I need an editor. I don't have time for this shit.
Well, you
I don't
better
have
find
time
it
to-
before I get this clip. 'Cause when I get
Nah,
this
it's
clip,
over. You already got the clip. Fuck it. At this point, I'll just take my ass chewing from Cam tomorrow and call it a day.
yeah,
That's
I
it.
can't
I'll
believe-
just take my ass chewing from Cam Jackson tomorrow.
can't believe you guys. Huh? We're disappointed in you too.
I'm sure
We are.
Yeah, I am too. I'm gonna send myself straight to bed after the show is over.
I blame Ron. I blame Ron. He's a bad influence.
Most people do.
It's been a
Thank
great
you so much, Quest. It's been a pleasure and honor to have you on here. You're always
Greatly
you always
appreciate it.
causing something and dropping bombs, so I appreciate it.
Where do you get till next time? Oh, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have something exciting.
You always
shit,
do. Yeah,
yeah,
I appreciate it. You always bringing something to the show.
I dig up all the dirt. You get it. You guys will
We
get it
got
first. You know
you.
that.
We
he
got
always
you
has the cheese
again.
ready and the tea is always hot.
Yes, sir.
We got you again. I think on the 25th.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. Let me check the calendar.
Mhm.
Nah, I can't count because
Yeah,
that's
25th. That'll be after. Ain't the show the 23rd?
yeah. So it'll be the 22nd. We got you on.
Okay.
We got you on again on the 22nd.
Okay.
And see, then next month we're going back into the other place, so we got to change up some things, and we got to figure. That's a conversation that has to happen tomorrow with the powers to be. I gotta get a hard lock on the schedule because things are happening. I'll talk to you tomorrow about some things. Okay,
Okay.
I got to get things are changing here. On this end of things, not this end of things and not this end of things, but here in this end of things.
Right.
So we have to have I got to have a conversation with the boss tomorrow. So
Definitely.
just remind me. You know what? I think I can get to the cigar shop before I head that way. So we'll be good to go. All right.
Yes,
then.
sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right. All right,
Been
boss.
great, fellas.
Hey,
Thank you,
thank you. See you tomorrow. Have a
Yes,
good
sir.
one. Dude, that guy's a fucking riot. I
He
swear
is.
to God.
He is. But man, he's
Oh,
always
my
dropping bombs on here, and I appreciate him for it.
It
though.
is crazy.
Tomorrow's gonna be a good night for you.
Luke Fury chimed in late to the show, but crazy show tomorrow at Waxhaw Tap House. Can't wait. Dude, I can't wait. I'm ready for Waxhaw tomorrow night. I'm ready for so many things, and that's what we're talking about now. We're moving into the final segment of our show where we tell you everything that we know about that's coming up in the future. Now, there's actually still one show hidden that we don't have the full announcement to give you yet.
Yep.
Just know that there's a potential thing on July the 1st, and if we get some information, we'll give you some things there.
El primero de julio,
Yep.
July the 1st.
So remember, tomorrow night, Extreme Warfare at Waxhaw Tap House in North Carolina. That's going to be a fun show. Free admission. It's a TV taping. Doors open 7 p.m. I think that means the matches start at 7:30. I can't wait. To you,
Don't forget to get a pretzel.
that's not the same place with the pretzel.
Oh, well, damn. Get some
This is-
snacky poo-poos and a drink. It's fine.
It's the Waxhaw Tap House, not the Lundy Boy. Go ahead.
It's still played.
I don't know what they have. Well, I'll figure it out tomorrow. You handle this.
Ice is
Go to
coming
work.
back to North Carolina, but they'll be in Lebanon this time, June 17th. Ice Pro Championship Wrestling presents Tribute to the Troops, Deadly Enemy. Look at those talent on that poster. You have the reigning king of the Indies, Mr. Joe, on there. Mark James, part of Brutal Inc., Bobby Wasabi, and Mr. Infinite Man himself. And we're check the UPW page because they're dropping bombs already. This is the poster. Doors open at 6:30, bells at 7, and it'll be at the Priscilla King Arena in Lumberton, North Carolina. Don't miss out. Tickets are available now. If you can't make it to the show, it's all good. You know why? Because you could sign up for the Patreon. Ice and Championship Wrestling Entertainment does have a Patreon. Sign up for the Patreon. We'll put the link in the chat shortly. You can watch it as long as you pay for the Patreon. You can watch the show live as it happens. Don't miss out.
Hell yeah. Coming up the following. Oh, and actually that's a great segue to talk about next week's show. Next week's show, we will have on the Indie King JT in the house.
The reigning, say it right. The reigning king, GT. His honorable, his excellency, the king.
Well, he dubbed us last time we were
Yeah,
here.
exactly. That's why
Yes.
I'm hyping up because we be dubbed by the
yeah.
king himself.
We dubbed, as
You
long
don't
as we
wanna
didn't
miss out.
dub, as long as we didn't dub step, I'm fine.
No, we didn't get Skrillexed. We're fine.
Very good. Very next weekend after that, XWW returns to Lenny Boy Brewing for Battlefield 2023. Another live internet pay-per-view on Roku and ExtremeTVOnline.com. Do not miss it. This
Don't do
was a blast. We did Mega Mayhem at Lenny Boy. I had a great time. So I am very interested to see how this one pans out. Don't know the card yet, but I promise you this, we will have a good bit of the card unleashed the night before it happens right here on the Thursday Night Indie Spotlight. David.
Ooh, look at that. That's a fancy poster. Look at that. So that is going to be coming to Manassas. Your boy, David, coming back to the DMV. And it is the month of David. Birthday weekend for me, but I'll be working. Why? Because I'll be in Manassas, Virginia for Intense Action Wrestling, calling the action live as it happens. We got the card going already. They have already dropped it on their Facebook page. Go check it out. Intense Action Wrestling. You don't want to miss out these incredible matches coming down the pipeline here for July, for that 15th. Doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are still available. Get them now. Check out the QR code. Go to the Facebook page. Check it out. Come hang out with me, David Estacado, in the DMV. It'll be awesome. Don't miss out. And we're actually going to be talking a little bit. And that's since we're getting closer to that date. Yes, tiempo. It's almost time. We'll be breaking down that card and going down the talent and actually hopefully having some of the talent on here with us as well.
Hell yeah. The very following weekend after that show, Saturday, July 22nd, Pro Wrestling Union returns for Heatwave. This show, the only thing I can tell you is this: you will have champions. There's been one match that has been announced. Drew Hood challenges Bebop for the Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Championship.
What?
It's the only thing that has been announced thus far is that one.
Secret.
There is a lot to unpackage, and I'm sure as we get closer to July the 22nd, we will get there. The following weekend after that, XWW returns to the Monroe National Guard.
Yes!
Fodder challenging Fulton for the XWW Heavyweight Championship. These two, along with TJ Boss, beat the living shit out of each other in their three-way match. Then, last time, Fodder and TJ Boss went time limit, bell to bell. Nobody could close the deal. Fulton retained. And now Fodder gets his one-on-one opportunity. guys, that is the only match I have for that show. Is Fodder and Fulton going to be insane? Check this out. This is actually this is for those of you who are uneducated or uninitiated. Allow me to bring you into the fold. This is what we call the brother hookup. So this was sent to me by a friend who is involved with this, and they wanted us, because they know us, they wanted us to put this out there for everybody to know. This is Body Slams for Book Bags. This is a charity event. Okay. Presented by Wrestling for Christ and the View Church. General admission, $10. Kids 5 to 12 are $5. They have a meet and greet at 11 a.m. Bell time is 12:15. Guest speaker, Dr. Chris Wally?
Whaley?
Wally. Anyway, but special guests here are going to be Caprice Coleman and the Barbarian.
The ageless one and the Barbarian. What?
Yes, they will be in the house, and this is at Paris Bridge Road, Boiling Springs, South Carolina. So, once again, this is a charity event we were asked to advertise for.
And if you want to advertise, just reach out. We got you.
Yeah, just reach out. All finalizations go through this one, but you can please reach out to that one first. That helps keep the spam down. Yeah, reach out to the llama first.
Reach out
And then if the llama approves you, then it goes to David. And then if David approves you, then it goes to me. So
but seriously, reach out to us. We love
Listen.
doing this. If we have the reach, we have the capacity. Send us. We'll work with you.
the best way to put it is this, guys and ladies. Shit runs downhill, money runs up. Okay, that's how we play the game. Anyway, coming up. Oh, we're already talking about September. We're already talking about September. We just got into June real good. We just barely passed the first week of June, and we're already talking about September. So, Parade of Champions 2023 is coming up. Do you notice here? AWL, NCW, Heroes to Legends, and CPW are all involved in this show. Look here, guys. You got George South. You have Landon Hale, Bebop, Deion Johnson, and Chase Emery. I don't know what we're getting into, but this sounds like it's going to be fun.
Oh, this could be fantastic.
Take it away, Estacado.
Oh, I was looking for that. Look at that. UPW is coming back, ladies and gentlemen, September 9th for Uncensored. And already we have huge matchups already. Bobby Fish, Alex Kane, Buff Bagwell, and the rest of the UPW roster coming back for more. You missed out on an amazing first show. That show had everything. Had hype, it had hardcore, it had action. You don't want to miss out. And they are just getting started. And this one, I guarantee you, is going to be a complete banger, blowout, explosive experience. Tickets should be on sale, and they are. Use promo code Estacado to save some monies, but still come to the show. Check it out. Once we get more details about that, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to have the talent on. We're going to have Jay on. Don't miss out on this.
Oh, dude. September is going to be a very, very big month for us yet again, because it's just a different version of the same poster. It's going to be awesome. I am very interested in that because Jay asked us last week. He told check the calendars. My calendar's clear. He's been informed. So now that little back and forth is occurring. So there we go. But we had the Ray Bitt Barber Memorial announced. We've got that show coming up in September for UPW. CPW Takeover returns.
Ooh, nice.
5 years, ain't dead yet, and this one's taking place at the Welford Pavilion.
This is the 5-year anniversary. I might come out to that. Maybe we'll see.
I think you should. I think you should come out to this one. I think you and I deserve to work another night together like that. I think it'd be
It'd
a
be
good
great.
time, dude. And you know, Miss Kate would love to be around the Munchkin. You know,
Yeah, her and Munchkin have bonded.
yes,
So, of course.
yes, that was so funny. It was funny as hell watching them too. Th- uh, what a great time that was. But dude, what a great show this has been.
It's been great. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes of nonstop wrestling talk. I'm excited. It was great. I'm hyped. I'm still just kind of, it's still kind of, coming down from this past weekend, and it's just more hype for the next show. And then kind of clearing out the schedule, make sure everything works for all these upcoming shows. It's going to be a busy summer, man. Busy summer.
Dude, there's a lot going on, and see, that's the thing about us. Do we cover everybody? No, we can't. We don't
Do we
have.
want to? Yes.
Yes and no. Yes, I would love to cover and talk about everybody. The kicker would become that we would have to do more nights a
Yeah.
week for this.
True. Which I'm okay with. If the fans want it, we'll do it.
Yes.
I put it out there in the ether, man. I put it out there in the ether.
Thanks for voluntolding me to do more shit.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I
Content is king, and they want content.
We proved last week's that we was already the content kings. I think we proved it last week. We had,
which shows that
I'm gonna
it's
run you
doable.
the numbers. I'm gonna run you the numbers. Last week was 6 hours of content in total, and over 1,250 views just on this social media side. Not yours. I didn't count yours. I didn't count the Twitters and the Twitches and the YouTubes and the XWW networks and all the shit. I just counted my social media outreach on Facebook. My Facebook outreach is all I counted, and it was over 1,250 at that point. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm not gonna keep going. I'm not gonna keep counting. Like, fuck this. It took too long. It took me way too long to add everything together and all the. And that's not including the week before that, when we did the press conference thing, with the Brino and the Bebop. I didn't even include that. So it's ridiculous how much shit we could put out. We proved that we could put it out. We proved that we could put it out well, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, no, you're right, because like at the UPW show, we had so many people come to like, hey, dude, thank you for what you guys are doing. You guys put quality stuff out there. Thank you so much. I mean, it felt kind of weird to hear, but at the same time, it's like, oh shit, we're actually doing something. You know what I mean? Because we're putting them over. We're putting the shows over. We're putting the talent over. That's how we put ourselves over. I mean, we're using this brand.
We get over by putting them over. That's it's a win-win type of thing. It's one hand washes the other type of thing.
We're giving you guys a platform to promote yourselves, put yourself over, put your product over. Come on here, do promos, talk shit. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And that's the other thing that that's the other thing with this. We're gonna talk reality for a minute, and we're gonna talk reality on air. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but we're gonna be real for a few. That's the reason for bookings, and that's the reason when we tell people like, hey, look, this is what our rates are, because there's a lot included with it.
True. I mean,
the podcast thing, all the shit that we do. This is how we do it. The bookings pay for the pods. The pods put over the talents. The talents bring the audience. The audience pays the ticket price. The ticket price pays promoter. Promoter pays me. This is it. Promoter pays you. This is how we do things. It is the circle of life. When it comes to surviving in independent professional wrestling, we found a formula that works. We found a fucking key in a place that didn't have one before.
Take advantage. Take advantage. And everybody who's been on, they've been nothing but good. They're
Dude,
like, hey, thank
hold
you.
on, hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say the guy's name because I don't want people getting all shitty about me and stuff. So, but fuck them anyway. But Thornton, you know that name. You know what I'm saying? Thornton, right? Thornton approached me a couple weeks back and he goes, "Hey, bro, by the way, after your fucking show, I got 3 bookings." By the time he woke up the next morning, he had 3 bookings. So you gonna tell me that, including fuckers that don't follow me and weren't on my friends list at the time, were booking this cat? So number one, he just proved a bunch of shit. Number one, hi creepy, I see you. We knew you were watching anyway, but hi. At least give me a reaction on the top and shit so I get credit for some fucking thing. Or David does too. That'd be great. That's 1. 2, you know what would be fucking awesome? Is the people that we talk about and the people that we talk to, we share a lot of their shit. It'd be great if our shit was shared on their wrestling pages too.
It'd be nice.
Because
Yeah.
that would be reciprocal. That would mean that they saw. Now XWW puts us on their network. And I've seen these promotions sharing the streams. That's great. I'm talking about some of the talent in this case. So we bring on a talent, right? Let me give you an example. I can't give you an example because I'm just kind of
No,
fucking.
I
dead.
see the
Oh no,
share.
Commodore,
I see-
Commodore Legion, Commodore Legion.
Jimmy Ward shares it. Shared
Yeah,
it.
Jimmy
I
Ward
saw,
shares it. Yeah.
I saw somebody else share it earlier today. I can't think right now, but yeah, they share it. And we appreciate it.
Scott
If you come
Larson
on-
shares it, and he's retired more than Ric Flair, and he's out of it again. No, he's back in again, right? Is he in? He's
I
in.
don't know, but
I think he's
it.
in. He's in, and he shared it. Yes, exactly. This is kind of what we do. We just want to reciprocate, man. We just want to hook y'all up the way y'all hook us up. So I appreciate everybody out there in wrestling land. I really do, man. This has been probably the highlight of my life since 2018 has been this.
It's been a
fucking
crazy
crazy.
ride, man. It's been
It's
a crazy
been
ride. I've done
crazy.
almost everything I think I could do, except for promoting, producing, and all that.
Dude,
hopefully, I get up to that point.
So
because I've been surrounded by so many like-minded individuals who really want to put out the talent and put people out there and produce such great product. It's just amazing.
So writing a show is fun. Booking, I have not had to actually book a show, so I can't help you there. But writing a show out is really fun. I think I've written 3 at this point, or no, I've written 2, and then I've written a year-long storyline. Oh no, I've written tournaments. I don't know. I've written a bunch of shit. Anyway, I can't get
a bunch of shit.
There's a fucking book somewhere. I think it's in my car, loaded with shit. Some of it I tore out and gave to a promoter. I was like, "Here, motherfucker, use this because your shit sucks." And they probably do. Look.
Damn.
I'm. Hold on. I no longer work there, and he still didn't use it. I can't help him. I did my best. I tried, and it failed, but it didn't fail miserably on my head. I think that's the thing, though. When you try to work somewhere and you try to help somebody and it still fucks up and fails, don't you feel like a failure too, even though you know it's not your fault? I don't like that feeling. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's guilty by association. It's like guilty by association. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. I didn't like that feeling at all. And it happened. It happened to me last year. I didn't care for that. But now, now that I'm no longer associated and it's failing even worse, it doesn't fucking bother me because I know it obviously was not me. So,
That's me. I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Well, definitely not my clowns. Anyway, Anyway,
Anything else? Anything else before we go into another rant?
No, Ghazi's saying he wants more content. He wants to do more death matches, dude. What fucking more can I give these people? Like, what more can I give them?
Maybe we could talk about that afterwards. I think we probably could do a couple things.
You and your ideas, man. I swear to
I
God,
have
it's like,
so many, man.
it's like listening to fucking get rich quick schemes from the guy who sold us Bill Hayes or Billy Mays or whatever the fuck it is. But wait, there's more.
But wait,
it's like
there's more.
It's like get rich quick schemes coming from that fucking guy when you try to tell me ideas. Jesus Christ.
But have we made the money though? Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah. We're the proof is in the pudding.
Exactly.
So. And it's not tapioca, okay? If you didn't get the tapioca reference,
That's funny.
You need to go.
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm all right.
You broke the green screen again.
I did.
Thank God it's the end of the show. Thank God it's the end of the show. Yeah, all right. Well, good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And we will see
my
you.
bar. My beautiful bar.
We will see you. Say the fucking line.
We'll see you
At the Indians.